If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that? It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not right.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcos. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Steers on the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side floor. Just like a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as could be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wondering what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Welcome on in, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you. Hello, Leroy.
Hello, Tobin. Have you
Marcos.
traded anybody?
Oh, dude, we got some stuff to talk about. We gotta discuss this trade season. You know, there's some fodder out there.
Hey, you know, this is like Marcos. Tobin saying he's a vegan, and then a cow crosses the street. and he goes to eat a cheeseburger. You can't quit this time of year.
Well, I mean, you gotta discuss. I'm not saying I'm actively going after anybody, but you gotta discuss. You know, when Pascal Siakam's on the block, you know, you gotta talk about these certain things.
No. See, this is not what you promised us.
What? No, this
is no. This is what you said. I'm out of the trade game. Mm-hmm. I'm out of whaling. Yep. I'm out. I'm sticking with what we got.
I am.
No, you're not.
I am.
No, dude. No, you're
I don't want to get rid of anybody, but people are going to bring this to our attention. You know, you got to talk.
Mainly you.
No, I mean, you know, it's the three first-round picks seems like a lot for Siakam on a contract year. Seems like a hefty price the Pacers are willing to pay. You know, but I mean, you know, one would say, you know, what does this do for other trade fodder with the Miami Heat if Pascal Siakam is getting the overprice on a contract year too, Leroy? One would have to ask that. Is that does that take the Heat out of the trade game? Does that up the ante for DeJounte Murray? Who's to say? Do they want the game for Pascal Siakam? Are they happy with Jovic in the starting lineup?
Here's what you do. Okay. If there's a trade to be made, you make it before somebody sets the market. Otherwise, you have no chance.
So you got to
if Siakam is getting 3 first-rounders.
That's what they're saying. Well, it hasn't happened yet, but apparently that's what they've called active trade talks. Now, what I say is if there's a leaky leak and there's active trade talks of Pascal Siakam getting 3 first-round picks and that deal's not done yet, it smells a little fishy to me.
Right. So my thing is DeJounte Murray's younger, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Some of the same skill set, but you know, contract. He's got I think he got another year.
Pascal Siakam is going to be a free agent after this year.
I'm talking about DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte Murray has a whole extension already.
Right. So
and there's a lot of other complications, like there's a confounded like trade kicker that the Hawks have to pay. You know, he's got some complexities in his deal as well.
But here's the deal. You trade for him, you're getting more, even if you're getting less. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is Siakam might be the better fit or the better player.
I don't think he is the better fit.
You think DeJounte Murray is?
Well, DeJounte's a guard. You know, you put him in I think if the Heat are going to make a move, not that I'm saying I want anybody traded.
Listen. You don't have to give a disclosure.
I'm not in the game anymore. I'm just saying, like, I like my team. I like my team. I'm just saying I like my team. I'm not trying to trade.
Right now, there's a cow crossing the street saying, "Eat more chicken."
I'm a changed man.
You have run to Burger King.
I'm a changed man. You want to know how mature I am? Like. My maturity,
already, you saying that already shows how mature you are.
No, you want to know how mature I didn't even mention yesterday. No petty mentions of the Damian Lillard game winner over the weekend. Just moved on. Because I don't care about that. Because you want to know why?
Because we're winning.
Well, I mean,
And you were caught up in Dolphins.
The Dolphins are already over, so one could say that would add to my depression, but it did not. It did not. It was D-Wade night. The Goosies were galore. And I didn't feel the need. I don't harbor any ill will towards Dame Dalla anymore.
Really? Okay. Dude, you need to stop. Everybody knows that you're lying and you're getting all warm and fuzzy for your time of year.
I'm not.
Okay.
There's nothing. You could come here today.
Couldn't said it better, J Fig.
Hmm?
You mentioned things you didn't say to make room for what you're about to do.
No, like I am not talking about Damian Lillard's game winner. It doesn't bother me anymore. Like, I'm not going to sit here and talk about things like
Can I just say this?
Donovan Mitchell watch.
You know why this makes it easier? Because the Heat have been winning.
Well, yeah.
Okay. If not, your tone would be totally different. So my thing is this. Give it a week.
Season best 8 over. Season best 8 over 500, Leroy. The wins are ugly, but the record looks pretty.
So this season has a great personality.
That's right. Are we a couple shots away from just losing to the? Are we Apollo Banchero just actually hitting a layup away from me being broken right now? Perhaps, but we didn't. But that didn't happen.
You can't live with the ebbs and flows of the ball going into the basket like this.
Listen, I don't have to live with it because they won, so I'm good.
Oh my good dude, this what makes you the worst.
3-1 homestand, took a back-to-back.
Hey, Marcos, this what makes him the worst. It does. It really does.
Exactly.
Thank you. See, you know what? I don't need to go to Twitter for trolling. Right? I got it right here.
Speaking of the best,
with Chunky 52 in his Marlins shirt. It's Jersey.
Speaking of the best, we'll get some headlines here brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Marcos, we're lucky he came into work today because he is now, I don't know if you know this, Leroy, but remember he played his hit on Monday.
Yes.
His DolSTAN, and it was great. It was a parody off of Eminem's Stan and did a great job of encapsulating the Dolphins season.
Yeah.
He then released a music video yesterday, Leroy, which is up to 250,000 views.
Wow, dude. Thank you. Thank you.
So wait, do we get to see this?
Thank you.
Yeah, we can play it. I mean, you want to play it?
Yeah. Come on, the people need to see this.
We will. We'll load that up. We'll load that up and show you where he has become a viral sensation. But now I can't talk to him anymore because he's just like addressed me as viral sensation. Like I asked, could he get some Hard Knocks clips? He goes, excuse me, I didn't hear you. And I'm like, viral sensation. Could you get us some Hard Knocks clips from last night?
Thank you. Yes, and I told him my people will get to his people on whether or not I can get the clips.
But like you
got people now.
He's got people. He's completely blown up. Everybody on Dolphins Twitter loves him because
is this people Jimmy and Vlad?
Yeah, for sure. I haven't even convinced Jimmy yet.
I think it's just the other two Budweiser frogs. it's Wise and
By the way, one of them frogs need to stay out of the trees and stay more on the lily pad, if you know what I mean.
But yeah, man, he's blown up, Leroy. He's, as the kids say, blown up. I don't know how long we can keep Marcos around anymore because he's getting too big for us.
Yeah, it's been a good life. It's been a good life here at
don't forget the little people.
Yeah, you guys can still use my code when I'm gone, though.
Okay, all right, all right.
Yeah, it's been crazy. I didn't expect it, and it's all thanks to you, Tobin. Appreciate it, man.
I don't know, man. I feel like I've created a monster by giving you the platform.
Yeah, I am now taking interviews if anyone is interested.
So you gonna start sending emails to all of Odyssey?
Yes.
You know we get their emails. How would you like
Yeah, absolutely. That's just a level I'm at now. You
the
know, you
best
get
snacks?
a $250,000. You know, I may even demand, hey Len, I need apple juice every morning right here waiting in the studio.
Hey,
How
go
about that?
Len! Give him some apple juice.
It's a Wednesday. I don't think he's here.
Oh,
That's fair.
Robbie the Degenerate chiming in says, should have made a music video for his Manny Diaz Thanksgiving his Thanksgiving song. You remember that, Leroy?
That was
Oh
pretty good.
gosh.
Oh man. By the way, Mario Cristobal getting a quarterback. That's tough.
That is tough. Needed
He
that.
got the Cam
Cam Ward.
Cam Ward all the way from the West Coast. Ooh, that's a long trip. That's the farthest trip you could take, right?
Yeah.
Lured him away from the draft, right? Wasn't he like declaring for the draft?
That's the word. He was
Yeah.
but some people would say it was a little posturing to get some more NIL money. Whatever, man.
Yeah.
He's here now.
And we couldn't get to his brother. They denied his eligibility, I believe.
Well, he's gonna be the Dolphins emergency quarterback.
That's
next year.
perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. The old Zoran.
See, here's the thing. Like, it's the Zoran. Like, if you're not gonna pay him an extension, you gotta do a little sweetener. So you make him happy. You give the broski a little roster spot next year. Smooth things over. Now, what happens when Talia takes his job eventually? I don't know. That's another story for another day.
Talia's not taking this job.
We don't know that. He's the
I've
all-time
seen-
Big Ten leader.
I've seen him play. He's not
All-time
taking.
Big Ten leader.
He's not taking to his job.
Give McDaniel a year.
He's not taking to his job.
Dade South says, would you wish little Talia no success if he was on the Dolphins? Would I wish him no success?
Damn.
I don't know. It is
Push them both.
it is a contract year.
Wait, but
Okay.
but my thing is how small are the letters going to be? Because they both start with T,
Mm-hmm.
and so you're going to have to put some initial the start of the
I think it would be
first name
T.A.
TU.
Tagovailoa.
and TU.
So you think that Tua? I think Tua gets to just keep Tagovailoa. You think
No, they put them on both.
they have to do that?
I think so.
Them's the rules.
Yeah, you got separate names.
So wait, so it's just gonna say T.U. It's gonna like Tua's gonna have his full name on the back.
It's going to
Well, not
say
his full name. His full name's like ridiculously long.
TU and then Tagovailoa
Hmm.
and then TA Tagovailoa.
Robbie says Talia has more cold weather experience. I'm telling you, he's gonna end up on the Dolphins.
Really? So
Definitely.
can I just say in the first 10 minutes of the show,
What?
we started off talking Siakam,
Mm-hmm.
then we went to Spida.
Yep.
Then we went to Dame and how you're over Dame.
Mhm.
Then we went to Marcos.
Wow, sensation.
Yep. And now we're at Talia.
Yep.
Wow.
With a little side of Cam Ward.
Yeah. I got to tell you, you came out blazing. today.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
got lots to get to. here.
We still recognize you as a phony. because
Why?
as soon as these trade talks get you going, look, you
Dude.
look. He's
What?
scratching. I need a fix. Somebody work out a trade, please. He started.
I'm a changed man.
Come on, Pat. Just look, a small trade. Just give me a little small.
They
trade.
haven't made a
They
trade.
don't even have to.
Like, they haven't
don't
even
even
made
have to-
small trades.
Huh?
They haven't even made small. Like they only trade. They haven't traded for a player. They've only traded for like get this guy off the books, which is probably what they're gonna do. They're like the only trade Pat will make is like, let's get Thomas Bryant off the books.
I mean, all right. You. I know you all too well.
I don't really need like look, we have new trade acquisition, all right? And our arsenal has been made with Jaime Jaquez Jr., who Dwayne Wade called a baller, and Nikola Jovic, our new starting power forward. You know what? Who needs trades when you have young players like this? You know, who needs trades? I don't need trades. I mean, Schmeathan points out DeJounte wingspan. He does have wingspan. But I'm not obsessed about that, you know, just because he's 6'10" and would be like Eric Spoelstra's ideal player to bring to help with the perimeter defense. I'm not about that anymore. You know, I'm happy with who we got. I mean, like I was reading Barry Jackson, Tyler Hero improved defensive numbers this year. So who needs a trade?
Hey, Marcos, you hear this, right?
I don't believe it.
Hey, soon as that cow crosses the street, he gonna get a cheeseburger.
I'm not crossing the street.
Oh, come on. It's me. It's me.
I'm a changed man.
No, you're not.
I am.
No, you're not.
I don't have a harpoon. I'm not out there making whale calls, you know?
Okay.
I'm just tuning in tonight, 7:30, watching my Heat take on the Toronto Raptors and potential trade deadline move acquisition Pascal Siakam tonight against the Raptors.
Look, see how he sets the table, but says he has no part in this.
No part in this one, dude.
Watch, soon as the Heat make a move. Leroy.
Nope, I'm not going to do that.
All right.
You know, if a deal happens, it happens. I'll be happy when the deal happens if it's a good deal. But, like, I'm not willing it into existence. Not me. Not old Tobs.
Really? All
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Last night was the Hard Knocks finale. It was depressing. We'll bring you some of that next.
WQAM
We do it. This is how we do it. La, 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 la.
Welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM.
This dude like 6'6".
Is he? I don't know.
Yeah, he's tall.
He
Very
is.
Wasn't he at the Panthers game recently?
I believe he was. It was 90s night.
90s night?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, he was.
Tonight is, for those who have not gotten tickets to the Panthers game, I believe tonight is Matthew Tkachuk bobblehead night. And I saw it. It looks really cool. He's like chewing on the mouth guard.
Does he have a gap in his teeth?
You know what? I looked at my phone. I haven't examined the details that closely.
Is he missing teeth?
No, he just has a gap.
Oh, okay. Like a
the Michael Strahan. Yeah, you got the Michael Strahan.
Nah, his mouth is kind of closed over the mouth. I'll get you the picture here so we can so J-Fig can put this up for our audience. But
he does chew the hell out of his mouth guard.
Oh, certainly does. That's what listen, he's an antagonist. He's gonna do that.
Gotta have a thing.
Gotta have a
Let me
thing.
tell you something. My mouthpiece was always around my chiclets. Ooh, goodness.
It bothers me sometimes when I see in football it's like hanging from the chin strap and just like dangling. I'm like, why do you?
They put it in right before the play.
So yesterday was the finale of Hard Knocks. So tough season came to an end. Some would say it was a bit of a distraction. It didn't go well with Hard Knocks around, and I was wary of that when this was announced.
No, what? You stop lying. -1. -1. Just no. You are not. You are not gonna do this.
Or lying.
Yeah.
For the record, though, those first couple weeks were awesome.
Oh,
we were
so good.
winning. It was so cool.
So good. When it was a Commanders or Jets week.
Oh yeah,
that Hard Knocks was good.
Hey.
We were
now,
practicing.
I'm gonna say this. Hard Knocks had no bearing on their winning and losing.
I don't think so.
But what I will say is this. The streets need a body. So when you start talking about the season, a lot of people are going to say if they hadn't done that damn Hard Knocks, they would have been able to concentrate on football. Correct?
Right.
And so that's the whole thing that I try to avoid.
The thing that's tough though is it's not like it was their choice. It was forced upon them.
I understand that, but your giddiness to wanting it, right? I'm like, no, man, you don't.
I did like the show. It was a good show.
Yeah, but okay, but like.
So good.
Right.
Yesterday, Raheem Mostert's wife called the mascot of the Kansas City Chiefs a dirty hamster.
Dirty little hamster. So good. Hey, credit to her though, and Tyreek Hill's wife,
real ones.
As well.
They sat in the cold.
So cold out there.
Yep.
So cold.
They also did a dramatic thing yesterday, Leroy, where they went immediately. This is not how Hard Knocks protocol usually goes. It usually just starts with how the last game ended and then goes into the practice week. But they kind of tricked us this last time because the first scene was everybody freezing in the locker room.
Really?
Vaseline on them, getting ready. It was quiet. And then, as soon as Jason Sanders kicks off, it goes to a flashback 5 days earlier. I was like, oh,
yeah.
Oh,
that was a good start.
It was a good start.
And then, so they were cold in the locker room?
Oh, yeah. That locker room looks terrible, that Chiefs locker room.
See, you have to understand, that's still one of the old school stadiums.
Yeah.
Right. And those aren't that's basically brick. They ain't got a whole bunch of, heat and stuff like that. Yeah, it's brutal.
But it was a bummer. Let's just get to the highlights, which were lowlights. Jalen Waddle, Leroy, the Dolphins are getting smoked, and he and Tyreek Hill are huddled up in their little coats on the their big
blowtorch
in their big coats, and Jalen Waddle is just so sad because Mike McDaniel, you hear him at the beginning of this clip, he goes, "Man, we can't do anything," and then Tyreek Hill swears coming off the side, and they go to Jalen Waddle, and Jalen Waddle just basically speaks for all Doll fans.
Can't do man.
And
this Miami offense that felt unstoppable early in the season has scored 40 points in almost the last 11 quarters.
We can't put up 7 points, cuz. Like, not in this type of game. Defense did all they could do. We just didn't put up points, bro. Oh, this shit annoying. If we too talented to be doing. If anything, defense should be struggling. We got 11 new players, bro.
Busted up and band-aided over. For most of the game, Miami's defense has kept KC out of the end zone. But guts only go so far.
Wow, he's right.
But you know what?
And then nobody even got caught in coverage.
And I'll say this. It's good that you hear that, right? Because a lot of times fans think players are just numb to what's happening in the game.
Right.
And there's frustration there for whatever reason, right? Like, yo, we got to do something to get open. We got to do this. We got to do that. It's falling apart in front of us. And you try to do something to turn it around. Here's the problem. Sometimes when players try to make plays, it's outside the realm of the play, and then catastrophe happens, right? So instead of you running the square in, you go, ooh, I can take this a little bit deeper, and then the ball's thrown to the wrong guy. So what makes it frustrating as a player is that you're not having success, but you can't really, it's not a sport where you can go rogue. You know, it's not like basketball. You could just say, Jimmy could just say, just give me the ball. I'm gonna go make something happen. It's not that situation. You almost have to go through this and get out of it together. And when it's not working and you've had so much success during the year, it gets frustrating for the players too.
Well, it's like it could work how many times? Like Tyreek Hill, you know, he says this like when he caught his touchdown that he's like, lean on me. But like, how many times are you gonna get burnt? Like, you think the Chiefs defense, which is very good, is gonna get burnt? Like, you're not gonna get them that many times of being able to burn them deep.
But here's the thing. There's a handful of guys that I played with that can have that attitude, and the coach acknowledges it, right? For example, anybody else have the Randy rule? You remember that? The Randy rule. We're going to throw it 15 times. We're going to throw it up and have Randy go get it. Right? Because he was that dude, and he proved over the course of his career that I'm going to make something happen. So you give that player an opportunity, one of your best players an opportunity to impact the game, because that's why you're there. So I get what Tyreek was saying. However, in order for all that to work, you need other guys to make plays so they are taken seriously, right? And the fact that nothing was working, Tyreek could have been running down the field wide ass open, and it wouldn't have mattered because they weren't clicking very well as an offense as a whole. Nothing was working.
See Tyreek Hill on Twitter, Marcos. Did you like that or not like that when he said L'Jarius Sneed jam my ass to Cancun?
I love it, but I did notice a lot of comments about it was a face mask at the beginning of that jam. I'm just saying.
Oh, listen, they're playing physical. They let some stuff go.
But that's what you do. But here's the problem. Oh my goodness. Oh my word. Dude. So but here's the problem, right? If you Tyreek, you make him miss, it's over.
Yeah.
So you got to think, that's one of those things you come to the sideline and you say, hey, Tua, if this dude is jamming me, I'm going to get free. The safety's going to come over to the top. You got to hit me in between them. That's a wrap. That'll stop that. Because I'm willing to go out on the limb and say if Tyreek get a step on Sneed, that Sneed ain't gonna be able to keep up with him.
You want to hear Mike McDaniel's end of the season speech to the guys. Very emotional.
Sure.
It was actually pretty efficient for him.
Yeah.
I mean, at least Hard Knocks edited it efficiently. I don't know how long the speech actually was, but they kept it to a minute.
You know, I think something that's special about this team is there's less of people pointing fingers at other people and a lot of people hurting, thinking about what more they could have done. I know that damn sure includes myself. This is what we said we didn't want, just to taste the playoffs. We didn't deliver, so we're going to figure out how to fucking do that. Because there's championship all over this team, and it's a fucking shame. It reminds you of why you commit so much to this game, because this hurts, man. This team this season, did you guys make me proud of how you battled? I'm honored to be a coach of you guys. You guys are warriors, and we'll get through this, but it will be tough, and that's okay. I love you guys, man.
Somebody turn off their phone.
Yeah, please.
In there. Rude. He's very emotional. Is he cold or crying? Is he cold or crying?
See, at first I thought he was cold, right? But then
but he don't want to cry because it might freeze.
My favorite thing about Mike McDaniel's speeches is they always make him get up on a box because he's so tiny.
Absolutely. Saw him in that Burberry jacket addressing the team prior to the game.
I did. Listen,
I would say that it's one of the things you love about him. It's one of the things that you appreciate about him. He may go on and on and on with, at pressers and stuff like that, but with his guys, he keeps it real, right? And that's all you can ask for. It didn't work out, right? For a bevy of reasons, but I'm gonna say it like this: any job that any of us have ever took has taken some time to kind of get into the flow of things. Very rarely does a coach have, soon as he takes over, has success without any ups or downs. And that doesn't mean that a first-year coach can't go to the playoffs, right? We've seen that, right? But think about this. They're questioning whether Nick Sirianni should keep his job, and he just went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Right?
That's Philly.
But again, it's just the mindset of people. Like, anytime you start a new job, there's going to be a learning curve, right? I don't care whether you're the coach, whether you're a quarterback, whether you're a player. Like, there's certain things that are going to be different that you're going to have to learn and you're going to have to grow as a coach or a player. And so I'm not easily dismissing what Mike McDaniel done, even though I point out some of the things that need to get better.
We'll take a quick break. Back with more after this.
Are up north in
la la.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Heat back on the hardwood tonight. They look to keep rolling as they take on the Toronto Raptors tonight on the road, and then they'll be back at home on Friday for Udonis Haslem jersey retirement. I know we gave away some tickets to that last week, so hope all those who won enjoy themselves at the game coming up on Friday. But tonight the Heat want to keep this going against a Raptors team that is starting to, is starting to finally trade away a lot of these pieces. Their last pieces from the championship that they've had for a long time. I think is Pascal probably the last guy from that team that's on that team, because OG Anunoby got traded. Fred VanVleet's a Rocket. So I think he's probably the last guy. And then, of course, you got Low Dog. He's making his return tonight to Toronto. So I'm sure he'll get the goosies from that.
Yeah, I think he's the last one. Damn.
And then, of course, we get to see our favorite coach, Mr. Rajakovic.
Oh, our
that guy, dude. I love that guy.
How much did he get fined?
25 grand.
Worth it?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely I got to feel like the owner has a stack of cash on the desk when he gets back, right, Leroy?
Yeah.
From a rant like that, owner's got to have his back.
I think
what happened tonight, this is completely BS. This is
the problem is the problem is what this does is, what do you think the players think of this dude now?
Oh, I think they got to love him.
Right.
I think they got to love him. They got to love him, especially Scotty Barnes. Scotty, because he calls out Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes, #1 star in the league. We have stars too. Imagine how pissed he's going to be tonight, though, when his Serbian brethren Jovic kicks his ass.
Starting lineup. Still not in Sioux Falls, Leroy.
Still not in Sioux Falls.
All right.
Still skeptical?
Yeah.
I think what Leroy's saying is he's worried that Jovic is on thin ice with Spo, you know?
It's not that, dude. They do this all the time. How many times have we seen guys ball out and then everybody gets healthy and then they're Sioux Falls? I'm like, he can't help.
I think Spo likes him now, you know, like Spo's got him out there. He's playing like basically he plays like the whole third quarter.
So here's the deal.
First quarter.
Is it Spo likes him or Jimmy likes him?
Well, Jimmy's only played one game with him.
But Jimmy's been leading the charge for Jovi all year.
I think Jovic has just earned it. I think Spo doesn't give a rat's ass who's like Spo don't play that game. You know him. His rotations are going to be his rotations. And I think that Jovic has just earned the time. And why not? It's not like Jovic is going out there. He's chucking up dumb shots. You know, as long as he doesn't get, the old dunks 2 for 2.
Hey, should we just call that a young player triple double? 2 points, 2 fouls, 2 rebounds.
He's he's not going to go out there. He's not looking to take a bunch of shots unless he gets out on the fast break. And even then he's like looking to pass. Like who would want to play with this kid?
Dude, I'm still thinking about the funniest when Shaq told Draymond, Mr. Triple Single.
Yeah. He was back.
He was back, but their team is terrible.
Oh, they're bad.
They're bad.
They're really bad.
They don't even play with like effort, right? Like they just like, yeah.
Well, you know where it stems from. I don't gotta say it. I'm a changed man.
Did you see Heat Muse the other day? Side by side, Tyler Hero, Klay Thompson.
No, I didn't, but I would love to hear what that graphic had.
I'll find it for you. I thought you would have retweeted it already. Like you would have.
I try to turn a new leaf. You get it as a man who turned a new leaf. You try to avoid.
No, yeah, of course.
No.
And also, you're a viral.
Tobin doesn't turn a new leaf. He basically just puts the leaf in the back of the book, so that when he gets there, he can revisit it.
I don't really. There's nothing I'm dying for. I know a lot of Heat fans are trade starving. I'm not that guy, You
are the reason why they are that way.
That's true. You know what?
Oh,
I'll admit to that. I'll admit to that I bear some responsibility in that. But I have changed. I have changed.
No, so you just want people to change too?
Well, I feel as a leader of Heat Nation, which is what I am. I feel like people should follow my lead. Like if you're gonna be my rats who follow me like the Pied Piper, and you want to, and we'll be like, trailing around for some fodder. Now let's just enjoy what we got. We got Jovic, baby. Jovic.
You don't believe that.
Jaime's got the D Wade endorsement. Come on. What do we need? What do we need deals for?
Okay.
We don't need anything.
The most excited man in South Florida when they make a deal is gonna be Tobin.
I mean, I can't help how I'm making a trade. But I don't think that he's going to. He doesn't make trades.
Okay. All right.
Plus, Barry Jackson, he threw some cold water on DeJounte Murray. He's like, people are skeptical of it. And I'm like, that's a shame. I mean, if a different me would have said, what is Barry Jackson talking about? But the new me is like, you know what? That's great. Because I don't need the trade for DeJounte Murray. I'm glad they're skeptical.
Okay.
Maybe Barry Jackson's trying to throw you off his scent.
What do you mean?
Maybe he's just putting that report out there just to make sure that, nobody gets
their feelings hurt.
Exactly.
Like Tyler doesn't get all upset because he's back in rumors again. Interesting. Because Barry's hypothetical trade package, which I definitely didn't read, but maybe Drew Starr put it out there on Twitter. Okay. He said, you got to throw in Jovic and a first round pick, and I'm like,
with Tyler?
No, I think it was with Lowry. Like Lowry's the salary, and then you'd have to take back. It would be like DeJounte and Patty Mills. You'd get back for Lowry, Jovic, and a first. I'm just like 6'10" Serbian point guard, point forward for DeJounte Murray. I don't know. Because there's just listen. This is a new me would just want moves for moves, but an old me would want that. A new me says, does DeJounte Murray really put us over the top more than a developed Jovic?
So let me get this straight. All of a sudden, you got up one morning and start talking the same nonsense I've been talking to you for 8 years. Because that's what I've told you. That's what I've been saying. And you, no. You listen. You do whatever you can. I'm tired of running it back.
But I can't be. Yeah, but it can't be like I can't be like Dade South says. I can't be Wild Heat Coyote anymore. Like I can't keep running after the Road Runner, hoping that I'm going to get Damian Lillard. It's over. I got to grow up at some point.
Listen, when Amazon brings that Acme to the door,
I can't do that.
You gonna go out and try to catch the Road Runner. So stop. Soon as that doorbell rings, you're gonna be like Pavlov's dog, running to the door.
But like after the summer I had where I was following like Damian Lillard's cousin's friend on Twitter, like, oh, what did he tweet? I can't do that anymore. I gotta at some point just enjoy the games, and that's what I do. I'm just a fan of the game of basketball, and I just want to watch who we got and see how they go.
You cannot possibly lie anymore.
I swear, I'm not. I have never checked.
That doesn't even sound like you.
I know. It's different. I'm a different guy. I'm telling you.
No, you're not. You're a different guy today. Dude, something can happen in the next 2 days, and why do we do this every year?
Like name a player. Would it get me? It wouldn't give me the Goosies or Whaling.
It doesn't matter what
unless
player
it is.
It doesn't matter what player. You are all about the trade.
Not anymore.
Okay.
I don't think I am anymore.
Okay.
I don't think I am. I think I've moved on.
Okay.
I just want to enjoy my team.
Okay. I got you. You're lying, but I got you.
I'm not lying.
Dude, look at me.
We got Haywood Highsmith.
Look at me.
Haywood Highsmith.
Look at this. This is
Season
the face.
high the other night.
This is the face of a person who doesn't believe a damn word you're saying.
That's not fair, though. Like
that's not fair. That's not fair.
Why
yes, I am.
Why wouldn't you want me to better myself?
This isn't bettering yourself.
It is.
You know what this is? This is putting a Band-Aid on a wound that needs stitches. Right? Like you're just trying to put a little band-aid on your boo-boo.
I don't think so.
And over
I'm
your
like-
feelings.
I'm
But
like a
soon as no,
I'm like a turtle. Like I'm too hardened from this summer. I'm not going to be wanting to put myself out there anymore with these trades. It hurts too much. Look, when you think you're going to have the whale of your life, all I ever wanted when I picked up my first harpoon, all I ever wanted was Damian Lillard on the Miami Heat. And I got the greatest day of my life, which was Shams Charania tweeting out that the only team Damian Lillard would accept a trade to was the Miami Heat.
Then why is he playing for the Bucks?
Well, because there was a conspiracy from the NBA about teams going to glamour markets and leaving their hometown teams, so they would only let him go to Milwaukee because they thought the Heat were conspiring against the Blazers. And ever since then, and ever since he put on that stupid green uniform, I decided I'm not doing this anymore. First of all, the system is rigged against the Heat, and because if it was the Lakers, he'd be a Laker. And second of all, I just had to stare myself in the mirror and be like, you know what? Can I be the guy that is going down to the Boys and Girls Club, stalking Bam Adebayo to ask him about Damian Lillard rumors? I can't be that guy anymore. Wow. I need to be a guy who grows up and just watches and enjoys my team. And what I enjoy, and you know what I found this year, Leroy? I've enjoyed the holy hell out of this basketball team. You know, I love Tyler, and I love Jimmy, and I love Bam, and I love Jovic, and I love Lowry, and Kevin Love. Oh, the Kevin Love minutes.
Love.
Who doesn't love the Kevin Love minutes?
You forgot your boy, Yovi.
Oh, because it goes on. Who needs to even say it? It's obvious.
Sweetener.
Everybody knows I love Jovic.
Hey, can I just tell you? You tried. You tried to sell me the Girl Scout cookies, but I'm on a diet. I ain't buying it.
It broke me.
I'm not buying it.
When you hit rock bottom, you have two things to decide. You can either lay there in your rocky grave, or you can get up and change to get out of the grave.
Is that a saying? It didn't really flow that.
No. You like, come on. You know, but wait, is it Winnie the Pooh who quoted that? Who quoted that? Daffy Duck? Because like that's your quote. All your quotes come from
when you hit rock bottom. Yeah. When you hit rock bottom, you can either enjoy the stones or get to rock climbing.
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
That's still just as dumb.
Long.
I got this.
Previously on
Tobin and Leroy.
Just get Damian Lillard to the Heat.
That's it.
I'm tired of waiting, Riles.
Get the tranquilizer.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tagovailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. What are you showing me there, Leroy? I can't see.
Oh, I can't stop looking.
Little horse in a hammock from Dave's house. I gotta be honest with you, I've never seen that before. Never seen a horse in a hammock. Little baby horse.
That's a jackass.
Just that security footage of you, dude. That's crazy.
I'm not tuckered out though. I'm not even. Why is it jackassery?
Huh?
What's so jackassery about what I'm
Because
doing?
everybody knows you're lying, dude. Soon as the first trade fodder comes along,
I'm not, dude.
Okay. Okay.
You know, and you know, I don't
Let me
even
ask you this. Let me ask you this. This is an honest question. As currently constructed,
yeah,
can this Heat team win the chip?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I regret.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I regret.
Why? Well, hold on. They've gotten better. Hold on. They're better than last year.
Yeah.
They're better than last year.
I'm not even questioning that. I'm not disputing that.
Worse.
I'm not disputing that. Here's my question is, can they get through? You're going to have to beat 2 of these 3 teams.
Okay.
Milwaukee, Boston, Philly.
You mean our kids? I mean, come on. Listen, you want to know something, dude?
And this is why people send pictures of a horse, of a jackass in a hammock.
Well, you want to know something?
Because
it's interesting. It's interesting you mentioned horses because you want to know something about the Heat. The Heat are mudders. You know, they can go in there and they can go win a race in the mud. Okay, these little show ponies out there, the Bucks and the Celtics and Joel Embiid Sixers, they're perfect condition racetrack horses. Hey, if everything sits right, maybe you can win a race. Maybe you can go get yourself a win there. The Heat, any conditions, anytime. So they can play the little games right now where they say, wee, 140 points, wee. That ain't playoff basketball. Okay? Let me just tell you something right now. Marcos?
Yeah.
That ain't playoff basketball.
No, I didn't think so.
That's not playoff basketball.
All right.
Okay? Leroy? That's not playoff basketball.
Okay.
It's not playoff basketball.
It might not be, but you're still doing it.
You can have all the Porzingises you want, assuming he gets there. We'll see. Talk about horses. I mean, this guy, you know, you never know when he's going to pull up lame. So you can have all the guys you want out there. Porzingis, Dame Dalla, okay? Old Turnstile McGee when it comes to the playoffs. But the Heat, Dame.
Oh, okay.
Now, let me just tell you something right now. Right now, a message has been sent. And Pat Riley told this to Eric Spoelstra. He told him this. He says, hey, don't be afraid to go win one ugly. And what did Spo do? 3 straight games holding a team under 100. In this NBA, in this economy, do you know what that's like?
2-1 filthy.
Exactly, dude. Just like Paul Maurice said. And the Heat, they're like a pig in slop right now. So you bet your ass they can win the championship. We got Jimmy Mother Bleeping Butler. We got Bam Adebayo, one of the best duos in the league. And now they're going to have Boy Wonder with a headband on, ready, locked and loaded. We got a giant Serbian Terminator who's going to be starting for us. We got Love, who's now a year inside with his Heat veteran presence. Maybe we'll have Lowry. Who's to see what happens at the end of the trade deadline? We'll have the secret weapon of all secret weapons. You want to know what translates to the playoffs, Leroy?
What's that?
Marcos, you want to know?
No, I don't want to play your game.
Playoffs, dude.
Can I attempt to solve?
Yeah.
Is it defense?
That does too, but
Okay.
that's not what I was going to say.
All right, cool.
That does too.
All
That
right,
does
all
too.
right. So
He's
what?
good. He's good. He's good.
That's good. That's good. But you want to know what translates to the playoffs?
What translates to the playoffs?
I'm going to tell you, but first somebody's got to call in. 305
Oh,
567
oh,
0560. 305 567 0560. If you want to know what translates to the playoffs that the Miami Heat are bringing to the table this year, I'll tell you what translates for the playoffs. But first, I need to call it 305 567 0560 because I can't just, give out these answers willy-nilly. By the way, this puzzle brought to us by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. See, I got the hats down. You know what that's for?
Yeah.
Trades.
All right, hold on. Let me see this person. Hey, 560. What's your name?
Hi, this is Silly Sauce 778.
Hey, Silly Sauce. Hey, let me ask you a question, dude. You want to know what the Miami Heat have that translates to the playoffs?
I want to know, though. Can you tell me, Tobin?
I'll tell you. Just hold on 1 second, okay?
Okay.
All right. 560, you're on the air. Oh, he's gone. Hey, 560. Oh, well, are you doing that on purpose, Marcos? 560, you're on the air.
Cool. I want to know what translates.
Hey, what's your name?
George.
George?
Yep.
You want to know what translates to the playoffs, dude?
I want to know.
Footwork, dude. Footwork. And we got the
And
best
who has
footwork.
the footwork right now?
You tell me, dude. You tell me. Well, I think Jaime Jaquez has the footwork. That's exactly right, dude.
That's right.
And so let me just tell you something right now. Dame Dolla's got a lot of things in his back pocket. He's got range for days. He's got swagger, but he ain't got the footwork that Jaquez does, dude.
Wow.
Hey, let me ask you something. Has Dwayne Wade ever called Damian Lillard a baller? Didn't think so.
Nope.
Jaime,
You don't have to.
Jaime Jaquez Jr. is packing up his footwork and he's bringing it to the playoffs, dude. So you ask an interesting question, Leroy. Can we win the whole thing? You bet your ass we can win the whole thing because let me just tell you something about the Bucks and the Sixers and the Pacers and the Celtics.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If the Heat make a trade,
yeah,
then that means the organization didn't believe they can win the championship as currently constructed, right?
No, not true.
Oh my goodness.
Not true.
Then what does it mean? Why would you break up a championship team?
Because there's plenty of ways, Leroy, to put together a bench. Okay, you could do it with a drill and you could do it with the screwdriver. It just depends on how you want to do the job.
What?
I'm just telling you right now. It's like Miley Cyrus said.
Can you stop Mike McDaniel in the situation?
What?
You know what? Rambling about nothing.
I'm not rambling about nothing. You asked me a question and I gave you an answer.
No, you start talking about building a damn bench.
Well, you just said if they make
I
a
thought
trade,
you were talking about depth on the bench. You were talking about building an actual bench. That's where we ain't there.
You want to know what we built that bench with, dude?
What?
The
Footwork?
newer and improved and gives less of a bleeps Duncan Robinson, dude.
Wow.
The Dunkyard Dog. We got him too, dude. So you can sit here and we can do this whole Joel Embiid. If you want to live pie in the sky and you want to live in fantasy land, NBA, go ahead, because the bums won't talk about it. That's fine. They don't have to. But you're asking me a question. Can the Miami Heat win the championship as currently constructed? You bet your ass they can, because you want to know something? They did this last year with Max Strus and Gabe Vincent. I mean, come on. And now, what do we have? Duncan Robinson, who's like going for 24 every other night. We got Tyler Hero back. We got Nikola Jovic. We got Love. I mean, like, Caleb Martin's like our 11th best player. He was the second best player on this team in the Eastern Conference Finals. So you tell me, dude. You tell me.
What did Miley Cyrus say?
It's like Miley said, dude.
Oh, okay.
I can buy myself flowers, okay? I don't need flowers from the national media, all right? I can buy myself flowers. I don't need them, the bums, to talk about us, okay? Because I can write my name in the sand.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Okay. What does that even? Okay.
It means I'll talk to myself for hours, okay? And say things
Okay.
they don't understand, dude, because the bums won't talk about
Here's
it.
the problem. We're doing the show with you. We don't understand.
Yeah. Came in like a wrecking ball there, huh?
Back after this.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Marcos. Hold on. You know what, guys? You know how close I am with Bernie, and he's been through it. He's had over 40 concussions. He's had probably 40 surgeries, maybe over 100 concussions. And because he's my friend, I've seen him go through it. But here's the best part about it. It's what he's done in his life afterwards. He realized that food and medicine, and he realized that food is medicine and changed what he put into his body. Bernie started creating wellness products, and I saw it firsthand. He puts vitamin D and resveratrol into his coffee, and it is exclusive to Kosar Coffee. And here's what you need to know. All you got to do is go to kosarcoffee.com. You can order it, take a look at it. I drink it every morning, right? Delicious. And here's all you need to know about Bernie. He's a down-to-earth guy. He's a stand-up guy. And he feels that you deserve to be healthy because you matter. Just go to kosarcoffee.com to order your game-changing coffee.
typical kind of dream that can't be sold. We were right till we weren't. Built a home and watched it burn.
Welcome back, everybody. Heat anthem right here. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Take you up until 2. Leroy gonna go talk about Joe Flacco ending and becoming Joe Flacco.
Ugh.
Flacco's gonna Flacco, dude.
Yep. Turn back into a pumpkin. It was fun though. It was a fun run.
It was a good run.
Yeah.
It was a good run. It was just tough to. I'm sure it was a good back and forth for like 4 drives.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, oh no, he's giving up pick sixes, and then CJ Stroud's throwing bomb skis. So that's tough. That's tough. Did you see the story that Chris Perkins wrote about Chris Jones?
Oh,
very scary. I wouldn't tell him to get out of my locker room, but apparently he was celebrating in the Dolphins locker room after the win, that he was celebrating with his former teammate Justin Houston.
He was celebrating in our locker room?
Yep.
See, I heard the story wrong. I thought it was that Houston went to the Chiefs locker room. Why would he come to our locker room?
Apparently they're very close.
Yeah.
And they were laughing in the background, and some were offended by it. Chris Perkins on Monday, he said, one offensive player told me, quote, I would have told him to get the bleep out. That would have had me hot. So maybe he didn't see that side of the locker room where it was going on. But yes, Chris Jones apparently it reminds me of like when Eric Dampier celebrated with the Mavericks when they beat the Heat in the 2011 finals.
Scumbag.
He went well, he was terrible too. We were so like, do you think about the stiffs the Miami Heat fan were excited for to bring in at center?
Yeah.
And like none of that would matter today for Eric Spoelstra. Yeah, whatever. And we're just gonna go with Chris Bosh at center. How about that? Positionless.
Yep.
But we were sitting here, we're like, oh, remember the Heat? We're going to rejuvenate the career of Eddie Curry. Oh my God.
Almost had him.
He was shooting free throws in a Heat jersey. Or man, I'll never forget Greg Oden. Brought in Greg Oden.
That was the one.
That was the one, dude. We had Greg Oden.
I was excited about that one.
Was there with for Media Day with Hockman and Zaslow for the 2014 season.
Damn.
And they put us, where we do Media Day normally is in the lower tier locker room.
Yep.
For whatever reason that year, we did it differently, and we did it all the way up in right where the radio broadcast is. So basically the top of the 100 level.
Yes.
You might as well have had Greg Oden climb Mount Everest, because what was known, Greg Oden, he had terrible knees.
Absolutely.
Like this was known coming into the league.
Yeah.
But it was just a thing back then. You got to take Greg Oden. You got to take the Giant. You don't take Kevin Durant if you're the Blazers. Great organization. So Greg Oden, just remember him getting up there for the interview with Hawkins Zaz and just looking at the knees, and I'm just like, oh no, this isn't gonna work.
Oh no,
this isn't gonna it was just immediate. I was like, that ain't gonna work. No shot in hell. But it was
tears ACL getting off the couch or something like that.
I don't know, dude. I think he's I think he's a coach at Ohio State now.
I believe so. Yeah, I saw a very sad viral video. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Anyway, but yeah, that would have annoyed me a little bit. But it is weird because Justin Houston, he was a Dolphin for 3 seconds. But Mike McDaniel did go up to him at Hard Knocks. He's like, "Hey, happy to have you."
Yeah,
happy to have you. And I guess he responded by that was just like, yeah, well, I wasn't really a Dolphin. What and Justin Houston, had of course the holding call that was not called. Should have been called. But maybe now he was happy, he's just like he probably told that line, hey, hold me here, because I'm a chief.
You saw the Melvin Ingram dinner yesterday. I felt it was just like the safeties dinner where they're like, here, eat, talk about this.
I felt bad that Melvin Ingram, because that was just his friend, right? He wasn't out with a teammate. I was expecting Melvin Ingram to be there with all the other old linebackers.
Yeah.
I was expecting Bruce Irvin to be there with him at Prime Italian.
Yeah. Although they did have a moment where they were all comparing how long they've been in the league. And they were saying the ages, and my fiance's like, "Oh, they're not that old," and I was like, "Oh no, they're old.
Oh, for old, they're old for that. They're old.
Yeah, for sure." I was like, "They may be saying 34, but really their bodies are 56."
Bruce or Melvin Ingram was sitting there. They were asking him. Sealer and Wilkins were asking him how many carries, how many yards he can get on 10 carries. He said 25.
He said, "I'm gonna fall forward for about 2 or 3."
I feel like Melvin Ingram. He gets his second carry and like he's dropped for a loss of 12.
Yeah, for sure.
He's gonna be tired.
Tired, dude.
Tell you what, though, I came out of this. I love Zach Sealer. Love him.
Oh yeah,
love
absolutely.
him. Did you feel like Christian Wilkins said goodbye? Could we have the speech from him?
Yeah, everyone kept saying that, and it kind of had me sad too, man. That's the one thing I do not want to lose is Wilkins, but I don't know. I got to hear it again. We'll find it.
Here is Christian Wilkins. This was on Hard Knocks yesterday. It was kind of the last thing of serious note on the season was Christian Wilkins, who is a free agent. The Dolphins could franchise tag him, I suppose, but this was him gathering the defense around, and it kind of sounded to me like a I'm not going to be included next year, but you tell me.
Hey, I just want to say, man, I love y'all boys, and hell of an effort all year, man. I know this wasn't the way we thought the season would end, but I'm proud of all of us. For real, all year, the way we fought, this was the most fun I had in the league since I've been in it, man. I love y'all boys, and y'all made this year special for me, and I just, want to say thank y'all, man. Love y'all. Keep fighting. Remember this feeling when y'all training in the off season. Take this with you for real, because and just have the right mindset when you come back next year. Just be ready to kill everything, man. Love y'all. Fins on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. See, here's the thing. He didn't say we should take this into the off season.
No.
You take it into the off season. Y'all take it into the off season. I love y'all. Almost like a goodbye. And while you could say, well, it is a goodbye, Tobin, it's the end of the season.
Yeah.
Also, though, he's not like, we're going to take this moment and we're going to rally around and come back. It's like, nah.
Yeah.
And if they don't have Christian Wilkins back next year, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to be pissed.
Me too.
I'm going to be pissed.
Me too, man.
And he needs to come back. This guy is a menace. Him and Zach Sealer, they need to be old and gray coming back and getting into the Ring of Honor as Dolphins back. I cannot have these guys broken up as a tandem. I need Christian Wilkins back. In fact, I think it's a bigger priority than signing Tua.
I think so too.
Because Tua's under contract.
Yep.
Okay.
Ride it out, dude.
I don't know who needs to be told this with this whole the Dolphins going to believe in Tua. We can make up those narratives and we can make it a thing. That's fine. The Dolphins just did this with Christian Wilkins and it bit him in the ass.
Yep.
So I'm just telling you right now, I want Christian Wilkins signed. I think he's a huge part of this defense. He makes this thing go. If they let him go, I am going to be furious with Chris Greer.
Yeah.
You need to. That to me is a bigger priority right now than Tua. Tua's under contract.
Yep.
All right. They don't have to do anything with Tua if they don't want to. Oh, Tua's feeling. Let me ask you something. Tua Tagovailoa, who dealt with weeks and really years of a coach not wanting him and rumors and fodder. You think that a contract hang up or approve it is going to really rattle Tua? Really? Do we really think that's going to be the case? No. If he has Mike McDaniel, it's going to be positive vibes. Come here, do your business, take care of it. I get it. People will be like, oh, well, he's a guy who's dealt with health. Dude, all right. He's a quarterback. Quarterbacks are going to have a future. If he's good next year, he's not going to have a thing to worry about.
Yep.
They're obviously going to give him a gazillion dollars to figure it out. But to me, if you lose Christian Wilkins and you already don't have Bradley Chubb and you already don't have, Jalen Phillips, what the hell is this defense going to be?
Yeah.
What the hell what kind of a unit is this going to be without Christian Wilkins?
He's the heart of the team.
He's the heart of the team. A team, by the way, that with literally just senior citizens on their unit still gave the Dolphins a chance. But as Liv Schreiber says, guts can only take you so far.
Yeah, it took us pretty far though.
Look, Leroy is gonna be he's gonna be gone for a couple minutes while he's talking to Cleveland people. I'm taking some Dolphins takes. All right. 305 567 0560. Give me what you got. 305 567 0560. Call whoever you want to bum. No judgment.
Wow.
Judgment free zone.
Damn.
This is the trust tree. You want to say whatever you want? That's all good. That's fine. 305-567-0560. You want to sign Tua? You want him to kick rocks? You want Talia? You want Baker Mayfield? You want Kirk Cousins? I ain't going to judge you. We'll see what we got. 305-567-0560 here for the Dolphins coming up next.
WQ
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, taking you up until 2 o'clock here on the program. Play a little Rats Off a Ship coming up next hour. Streaming live on the Odyssey app. You guys can listen to us there. You guys can watch us. Miami 560 WQAM. You think I'm going to see Zach Sealer at Bass Pro Shop later, Marcos?
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's there right now. So
what's Zach Sealer going to do on a day off, right? Like, I feel like he just peruses Bass Pro Shop, maybe gets a new Yeti cooler. My son wants a new fishing pole, so I'm like, yeah, where should I get a fishing pole?
Oh, nice.
So I figured I'd start. The only time I'm around Bass Pro Shop is if I'm driving back home from here, but I got to take 95 instead of the turnpike.
Yeah, that's right.
But I feel like, maybe there's a chance I run into Zach Sealer, buying like a new trucker cap.
Oh, absolutely. Those Bass Pro Shop trucker caps. Oh, yeah. So nice.
So nice, dude. So nice.
Those, actually.
All right. I promised the Dolph fan I'd let you get in here, let you vent some frustration. So let's get to it, man. Wally. Hello, Wally.
Hey, fellas. How's it going?
It's good, buddy. How are you?
Excellent, sir.
A little bit on the down, man. I was really disappointed with the finish season. But, not to blame it on the injuries, but that took a toll on the team when you go down that many defensive ends, which comes to my point. We really do have to sign Wilkins because next year we're going to start out without Chubb, Phillips. Don't know about Van Ginkel, if he's going to be a free agent or leave. So we probably have to pick up a defensive end or edge rusher in the draft. And we got to keep Wilkins, man. That's a must. And I do have to say that we got to get rid of Greer. We have
get rid of Greer.
Wow. The first 2 picks of the last 2 drafts. We have the Georgia Tyndall linebacker.
Yeah.
And we have Cam Smith. Those 2 are early picks on the defense, and neither one could help us when we needed them. Lousy picks, along with Egbenigany. This guy, he can get free agents when they're really good and pay money for them. But you know what? When it comes to picking the players out of school, he's been here 20 years. We've been losers for 20 years. We got to get rid of this guy, bro.
All right, there you go. Wally wants Chris Greer. He wants him gone.
Good take.
I will say, and when you get nothing from a rookie, now look, Devon Achane obviously worked out this year. It was a great pick.
So maybe he's just not good at defensive rookies?
That's a good question. Is he better at offense than he is defense? Who's the best defensive guy that he's I think he had something to do with Xavier, and he did pick Wilkins. He also did pick Stinka Fitzpatrick. But should have saw in the pre-draft process that he was going to be a big whiner.
Yeah. A couple good offensive selections. I think Gesicki was good. Achane, like you said. Devontae Parker was a product of ours. Couldn't stay healthy.
I don't think he took Devontae Parker. I think that was Dennis Hickey. I feel like that was Dennis Hickey.
All right, well.
But he was there. I mean, listen, Chris Greer has been around for a while.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who we got here? Amani?
Amani.
What's up, Amani? How are you?
What's going on, fellas? This is your fishing partner, man, sharpening up that harpoon, but we're talking the Dolphins.
You can talk whatever you want,
Yeah,
Amani.
I got to raise a shark. Raise a shark, brother. Raise a shark. But, yeah, man, I definitely agree with Wally, man. And but I would just say that we need, and I'm sorry, I got somebody calling in at the same time, but I would say that we need depth on the defensive line, man. But definitely an additional pass rusher. I think we should be going all in with our picks defensive-wise, man. And then trying to see what we can find, obviously, on the offensive line to kind of support those guys. But either way, I'm still proud of everyone and everything that they did. Just kind of want Fangs to kind of make some adjustments a little more sooner in the game and stuff. I was expecting him to be more of a guru about his approach, but he was more conservative, man.
All right, there you go, Amani. Appreciate the time, man. Look, I don't think they're going to get rid of Chris Greer, man. That organization really, really likes Chris Greer. Whether it's right or wrong, I feel like people think he's great to work with. And yeah, he doesn't love, the draft has definitely been uneven, but a lot of drafters are. He likes to take the home run swing. I think that's the thing that is, everybody loved him when it was F them picks, but when you go F them picks and then you still don't have a playoff win, you do have to wonder, are you going to go another direction? I really, truly feel like, I think that this whole core, I could honestly say if the Dolphins go another year and they don't win a playoff game, I could see Stephen Ross cleaning house just completely, because that's typically what he does is like he's always gone half in, half out. Usually we'll fire the coach or fire the GM or go. By the way, did you see Jeff Ireland got a GM interview?
How is this
with
possible,
the Chargers?
Dude? How does this keep happening?
I would love it if the Chargers hire him. You want to talk about Justin Herbert? We'll never figure it out. Hire Jeff Ireland, please, Chargers. Yeah. Go about that. 305-567-0560. Taking Finn's calls. Whatever you want to talk about too. Who's this? We got Jimmy. Hello, Jimmy.
Hey guys. Hey, thanks for taking the call. I'm from Buffalo, but I love listening to you guys.
Oh boy.
In my opinion, here's what I want to say. In my opinion, the team is built for speed. You got two great receivers. You got two excellent running backs. The team is built for speed in September and October. What I think Greer miscalculated on is you need a tight end like a Sam Laporta, like a Dalton Kincaid, like somebody that's physical enough, that's athletic, that can outweigh a safety or a linebacker by 50 pounds and win those battles when you need a third down and 6 yards to go. When Tua is thrown in the wind in November and December up in Buffalo and in New York, in New England, and like that pass that he threw to Tyreek Hill. I mean, the ball got caught up in the wind. Luckily, Hill came back and caught it, and he scored a touchdown. But if you had an athletic guy, like Sam Laporta had over 1,000 yards in receiving this year with Detroit. Your tight end, he had 360 yards. He didn't even catch a touchdown pass this year. So I think that's the one missing piece. Tua is not the problem. Tua has great accuracy. He's not going to escape the pocket like Josh Allen or like Jackson. He's going to stay in the pocket. He's going to throw it, and you just need that extra out piece there, that tight end that can win those battles when the weather is awful. I'm not even talking about snow. I'm just talking about cold, windy, shitty. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
That's all right.
Cold, windy weather in Buffalo, in New England, and New York. So, that's the only piece that I see that's missing. I don't think Tua is a problem.
All right, take care, Jimmy. Clean it up next time, all right? Potty mouth.
I have been saying
we
need a tight end.
I will say the one thing, either a tight end or they got to diversify the receiver core a little bit. What I mean by that is like, look, I'm all for having Tyreek and all for having Jalen Waddle, but like they should look for somebody in the draft, Marcos. Like if you told me, and I get that the defense has some holes, especially on injury they may have to fix.
Yeah.
But if you told me somewhere along the line the Dolphins could get somebody who's like 6'4", because one of the things that pissed me off royally by the second half of this season was like every time in the end zone throwing that fade to Tyreek Hill.
Why would we do
and
that?
It's like, that worked like one time. You need to have somebody who can go up and get it.
Yeah.
You need to. Like Smythe is nice,
but
he's a mauler. He's intangibles.
Yeah.
Goes out there, he mauls some dudes. Okay. What I need is the Dolphins to get a little bit of. All I'm telling Mike McDaniel is don't be afraid to go to the butcher and get some beef. All right. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Schmeathan's asking for apologies to the children. I think he had children in the car.
I think so.
Yeah, they weren't just here. Can I tell you, by the way, my daughter this morning, she informed me of two things. One, her math teacher's a Bills fan.
Ugh,
and apparently this guy has a tradition when the Bills beat the Dolphins to give a plush dolphin a funeral, which I don't care for.
Yeah,
I don't care for this. I don't care for this.
Would you do the same thing as a teacher, though? I feel like that's right up your alley. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't know.
You'd serve buffalo wings on the days that we beat them.
I want to serve him buffalo wings now.
Yeah.
But now I can't. Now I can't.
It's rough.
Number one in my petty rankings.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'd have a parent-teacher conference with that one.
I don't like that. I don't like that. And then today she's like, well, since the Dolphins aren't in it, because she knows I won't let her root for other teams.
Yeah,
because I'm a good parent. But she's like, well, can I root for the Chiefs now? Because I'm like, okay. Tay-Tay doesn't win the Super Bowl, Sophia. Like, that's not how it works.
Yeah, her life is completely unchanged, whether or not he wins.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, look, she doesn't have any. She either supports Lamar Jackson or Tay-Tay. So I understand. Not too many options here. She doesn't know too much about Man Campbell, I'm assuming.
No. Has no idea who that is. No idea who that is. Doesn't know. All I told her today was I said, she's like, well, can I root for the Chiefs now? And I said, name a chief.
Okay.
She goes, "Excuse me." Apple doesn't fall far. It does not fall far. Sean, what's going on?
Hey, fellas, thanks for taking my call. Real quickly, until we have a quarterback that can make plays out of chaos, all this other chatter is just nonsense. We're going to keep Greer. We need to sign Wilkins, yada, yada, yada. But the gentleman cannot play in a domeless AFC East during the wintertime. That's it. And when he comes to playing against good defenses, he falters. Until we address that, none of this stuff even matters. We're going to be right back here next year.
Well, who do you want?
Well, look, give him his 5th-year option. That's it, and then move him on.
Okay, so you know he's going to be back though, right? Like that's like you're not like saying move on with this year.
I know. Yeah, after this year, let's
I don't necessarily disagree with that, Sean. Sean, I'm a Tua guy. I'm for let's just play it out for a year. I'm cool with that. I didn't think giving him people remember there was talk about, do you give him an extension this year, like coming into the year?
Yeah.
Off of this year? I'm like, no, you don't know if he can stay healthy. Like I thought the questions were fair last year.
Yeah.
Do I know Tua can stay healthy? Great. He stayed healthy.
Yep.
But there was still okay. Now can he be the guy? We know that he's good. He can put up stats.
Yeah.
But do I bring him back for one? I don't think that's a terrible thing to do. One more call before we hit the break. Kyle, what's up, Kyle?
Oh, hey guys. Get ready to fire off the bum gun
Oh,
because
no.
there's nothing but bums around here these days.
Oh.
First off, this math teacher bum. Woo, man, doing that in front of these kids.
Yep.
That's some bum stuff. Secondly, these bum fans, man, these bum fans calling for McDaniel, who is head bum, bumpity, bum. You haven't had this much fun for a Dolphin season in how long?
I've had a lot of fun.
I'm 32 years old. I cheered more this season. I cried more this season than the 1-15 season. Let's go, baby. And the last but not least, bum field technicians. Let's get this turf right, guys. Oh, without this turf, I almost did it. Without this turf stuff going on, we would have no injuries. We'd have Jalen Phillips. We'd have Van Ginkel. We'd have Chubb.
Tell these these cheapskate owners, these cheapskate jet owners, like go get a field that doesn't get people's their Achilles torn up, dude.
Yeah, grow your grass like us.
Get a grass farm like Stephen Ross, dude. Hey, Leroy.
What's up? Man.
Took some fin sticks. How's Cleveland?
I thought it'd be a little bit easier there. Oh,
nope.
No. When the season is, baby. I'm like, wait a minute. I said, you realize you had an 11-6 season with 5 starting quarterbacks, right? Yep. So who you think gets credit for that? I said, think about it this way. The Jets were top 5 in defense the year before. They lost their prize acquisition in Aaron Rodgers. They had the 2nd pick in the draft backing up Aaron Rodgers, and you still couldn't win.
Yep.
No, I'm not. No.
So they want Stefanski fired up there?
No, they don't want to fire. He fired some coaches, and they are just asking why. Yeah, he fired the running back coach.
Really? They lost Chubb.
Yeah, they fired the offensive coordinator and the quarterbacks coach.
Oh wow, that's a
And
lot of fire.
They fired the tight ends coach.
Well, that's usually that's
I mean,
usually
he did have a player make the Pro Bowl.
We'll take a quick break. Get to some more headlines and more shenanigans, including are the Dolphins about to lose something even more important than a player? That's next. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Sounds like Leroy's going to the fridge. I wonder what he wants to go get. I mean, it is cat talk. I mean, I suppose you could get any kind of beverage. So you want to talk some Panthers hockey, you know?
Yeah, for sure. But there is one specific.
It is one, you know, you don't want to just like go with anything to wet your whistle when you want to talk some puck, you know? You're like, you know,
especially when you're trying to embody the energy of the Cats.
Yeah, if you want to get the right kind of energy to talk Florida Panthers hockey, especially off of 2 losses, need to get your energy right tonight.
Get
on Matthew Tkachuk bobblehead night.
Oh, yes.
You know, against the Detroit Red Wings.
Good matchup.
I wonder what Leroy's going to have. Hold on, Leroy, what do you have there today for Cat Talk?
So, 2 things. 2 things. They sell cherry limeade everywhere, not just at 7-Eleven.
All right.
And I went with Old Faithful, the OG.
Cola?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
Wow, it has made its return.
Cat Talk here, brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out when it's game time. Make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink
of your Florida Panthers, who are 8-1 in the last 9.
They've lost their last 2, but they did get a point last game because they got to overtime.
Because it was overtime.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So they'll be back in action tonight against the Detroit Red Wings. 7:00 is your puck drop from Amerant Bank Arena. JP, you got that Matthew Tkachuk bobblehead that they're giving out tonight to the first 10,000 fans? There you go. If you guys
like he's smoking a cigarette.
Well, it's a mouth guard. It's a mouth Although if you were to tell me there was a guy out on the ice who would smoke a cigarette while playing hockey, Tkachuk would be it. Tkachuk looks like he's got the zip out. He's out on the ice.
Yeah.
Lomberg too.
Could you imagine? But could you imagine back in the day they didn't even wear helmets?
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, no helmets. You know, chiclets missing.
Oof.
You know, it's the hockey way. But if you were to tell me like, oh, hey guys, Matthew Tkachuk, you know, it's not a good lesson for kids, obviously. But if there was a hockey player that was going to do it in this league, Tkachuk's the guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Tkachuk. I gotta be honest with you. You know who looks like who would enjoy a pack of smokes after a stressful game? Maurice.
Oh yeah,
for sure. Oh, you think he's got the skinny ones, the long skinny ones, or he just?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, when my first year in the league, coaches used to smoke and practice.
A Maurice impression is just him breathing in. That's the only part of the impression that I got. You know, that's all I got.
Just him starting his answer.
That's all I got for the Maurice. That's it.
2-1 filthy.
I can't go any further than that. It's just Maurice. Yeah. 2-1 filthy.
It's okay. It's better than your other impression of the former coach who I used to coach the Panthers, huh? No, you don't care.
Oh my god, that guy was great. I think did he get that dismissed?
Oh, I don't know. Did that?
I mean,
what was that guy's name?
What
the hell was that guy's name? The guy who got the DUI on the golf cart. It was the most pathetic attempt to try and do you know who I am, but it's not do you know who I am. Do you know who I used to be?
No, you don't care.
Was it Andrew Burnett?
Andrew Burnett.
Yeah. Andrew Burnett.
That's it.
He was down here for the All-Star game on his golf cart, and he goes, used to coach the
Wait. He got a DUI?
Yeah.
On his golf cart?
You don't remember that?
Yeah.
I remember it. I thought he was in a car.
No, it was a golf cart, dude. He was on a golf cart, and it was All-Star Weekend, I think, or it was right after All-Star Weekend. It was last.
It was.
And he goes to the guy, he goes, you know, I used to coach the Panthers. You don't care. Like
I was trying to go home like a block away. No.
How do you feel, sir?
And whatever.
Face the car, sir.
There you go, sir.
Up against it. Stop moving around.
Sure.
Okay?
You know, I coached the Florida Panthers.
Sorry?
The Florida Panthers, I was coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't care.
No.
Ah!
No disrespect. But no.
Wait. Hold on. This. Wait. Damage
is done, my friend.
Hold on. This is the epitome of damage is done. Because he goes, no disrespect.
No disrespect.
While disrespecting the fact that he coached the Panthers and said, stop wiggling. Stop wiggling, sir. Wait, which is even crazier. What's crazier? That part of it or the fact that you got the DUI driving a golf cart?
Oh, man. That's crazy. DUI in the golf cart. I mean, not unheard of, but like, come on. How reckless.
Like down here, like I'm telling you, it's like the last time I felt this way on the streets, right, was driving through Amish country in Ohio.
By the way, he did get the charges dropped. I'm looking at a Andy Slater tweet from September. Criminal charges against Nashville Predators head coach Andrew Burnett have been dropped.
Oh, he's the head coach in Nashville?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, strangely enough, I thought I know he got a job as an associate with the New Jersey Devils last year. I thought he was still there. And I was like, oh, okay. But no, he's head coach. Head coach now. You can climb your way back, man. It doesn't matter, dude.
I mean, he didn't even have to go to coach in rehab. What are people going to do? Wait, what are people going to do for Alabama now?
I don't know, dude.
Coach in rehab.
I don't know.
New guy might not be down with that.
I don't know. You think Nick Saban will ever come back, or you think he's done?
He's done.
He is old.
He is
old. It's not even that. I think his frustration for college football as a whole is just wearing on him. Right? But I would say this. I blame the NCAA. Because if you hadn't fought everything, you would have more control over it. And because the only reason why there's NIL is because you had to follow suit of a California court, right? Not that you made the decision. And then everybody else had to follow suit. Otherwise, there would be an unfair advantage for California schools. That is where the NCAA slipped. And guess what? Because I would have right now, I'd have two rules in NIL. Two rules. You don't have no NIL till you start playing. And you're not going to take NIL money and then sit out the bowl game.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because in the real world, if you sign a contract to get paid some money, you got to also perform. And that's the real world. You can't have it both ways. You can't take, and this is no knock on Marvin Harrison Jr. or whatever. I get what he did and why, whatever. But you can't say somebody say, I give you $1.5 million to stay last year, and you stay, and then don't play in the bowl game? Are you going to give some of that money back?
Crazy, dude.
So, yeah, that's the only – and we treat them – if we're going to treat them like young athletes and we're going to get – they have a responsibility also. When you get paid for something, you have a responsibility also.
So this is interesting. Let's get some more headlines here. Brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
Intangibles. We know truck.
So this is kind of interesting. You know what the Dolphins slogan is, Leroy?
No, I do not.
Fins up.
Fins up.
Fins up.
Yeah. Okay, fins up.
So there's this story which was broke by Dolphins superfan and podcaster Big E. You can follow him on Twitter at Ian693. Retweeted Margos's viral sensation to a lot of Dolphins fans yesterday.
Yeah, he definitely did.
And so he has a scoop, apparently. That is, there's a headline that says right now in the Daily Caller, Miami Dolphins may be forced to give up fins up motto over legal mumbo jumbo with Margaritaville. And Big E, he tweets out, I was informed by someone in the know that hashtag fins up motto for the Miami Dolphins is being retired by the team due to the fact that a company has a patent on the phrase, possibly Margaritaville, and the team is supposedly going to introduce a new motto next season. And then he follows up, says the trademark has been confirmed to be owned by Margaritaville Enterprises. So, and it was interesting, Marcos. I remember yesterday when we tweeted out your viral sensation, of course, DolSTAN. which is now up to how many views?
On Instagram, 10,000, and we're still upwards of 250,000 on Twitter.
Amazing.
Look at that.
But yesterday, so Leroy, when you tweet out a hashtag sometimes for teams, like if I tweet out Heat culture, a Heat logo follows after it,
Yeah.
And usually when you tweet out a Dolphins logo, you tweet out fins up, a Dolphins
logo. Right.
But yesterday I did notice that when I tweeted out hashtag fins up, no Dolphins logo.
Yeah.
So Margaritaville is putting the kibosh on fins up. No more fins up. What?
So I'm gonna say this as nicely as I can. When you do stuff like this, and Margaritaville is a Florida thing, although they have them, other places.
Yeah, they go everywhere, but this is where they're known, right?
Right. Why would you piss off the people that are going to be visiting your restaurant?
Right.
And why would it seems like to make a buck to try to sue somebody?
And also, would Jimmy Buffett want that? Like, Jimmy Buffett was a great South Florida fan, was once kicked out of a Heat game. And remember, Jimmy Buffett, I remember covering this for $7.90 the ticket when they renamed Landshark Stadium for a year. It was Landshark Stadium. I don't believe any money was even changed for that. I think it was like a branding deal with like they provided the beer or something for free, some weird thing like that. But I remember covering for $7.90 the ticket. They had a Jimmy Buffett concert in the club section. Stephen Ross, did a whole press conference about it. I believe that was one where he said Chad Henne was going to be the future also. But that's neither here nor there. The point is,
wait a minute. You can't get mad at an owner who jumps out there the same way you do.
Totally fair.
So you got to respect that. You got to respect his game, even though you laugh at him and laugh at his comments. You do the same stuff. All fans do that.
Totally fair. But either way, there was a whole bunch of I remember they started doing that where it was like, instead of the Dolphins song with meow, 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 they started playing fins to the left, fins to the right. But like, isn't there a certain time, like afterwards, like I'm all for intellectual property, but isn't there a time where like, hey, you're part of the culture and fabric of the team now? Like, them's the breaks, Margaritaville.
No, because what they did was they first went and got a patent on it. So legal for the Dolphins slept, because you can fight that, right? But they kind of snuck it through there.
But you can't take, I mean, like, I guess the Dolphins can't officially use it anymore, but you can't stop fans from doing it.
But here's my thing. You live in Florida. Dolphins have fins.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's like remember when Pat Riley did three-peat?
Yeah.
Like,
he did a killing off of it.
Right.
But not for him. He made it when the Lakers did it with Shaq and Kobe.
Right.
See, this is okay. What if like a certain detergent company calls up Alabama now? Says, hey, buddy, you know that whole Roll Tide thing you do? Not allowed.
That's what it feels like. That is exactly what it feels like.
I don't remember who sued who, but there was a time where Alabama and LeBron got into a kerfuffle over the barbershop. I forget.
Yeah, because they did something very similar to that with Nick Saban.
Yeah,
and then LeBron.
I don't remember who sued who, but there was a
LeBron
legal
sued them, and then Alabama tried to sue him right back.
Yeah, because they're like, crazy. LeBron, you didn't invent talking in a barbershop, dude.
Crazy, dude.
Man. But like,
what's wrong with folks? Like, this is the world we live in now.
Yeah,
where you're a Dolphin and you can't even use fins up.
It's crazy.
I do
and
like.
So now, and here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. You know it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's coming. That message from corporate.
Oh.
Saying we're not allowed.
Oh, we can't say fins up.
Right. It's coming.
Oh man,
it's coming.
Like that.
No,
that
I'm
is...
not like this. This is lunacy at its greatest, right? That you would go a phrase that has been synonymous with the Miami Dolphins since their existence, right? A person who has been synonymous with Margaritaville and his interaction with South Florida sports.
Right.
And you just go,
what is the new slogan going to be?
I like a suggestion here in the chat that says, flipper him off.
I don't know. What do you do?
We can go fangs up. Fangs up.
Fangs up. Okay.
If he's still here.
It's a dolphin, though. It's
well,
weird.
it's a fair point.
What can we do with the dolphin? We can be like, let's come up with a new one.
I think the slogan next year should be "Don't lose."
No, we need one.
I don't know.
I mean,
sealer it on. Nope.
Sealer it on.
Yeah.
No, because that's about how fast he moves. Right?
I love him, man. He's my favorite. I didn't think I could love him anymore, but him in Hard Knocks, like he's the best.
Really is.
I mean, I do think one of the reasons why I hate seeing this team lose like that, because they have so many characters and they're fun and they enjoy one another. You don't see too much, in team fighting or whatever. And I think Mike McDaniel has put them in a great place to grow. Right now, in fairness, it does have to grow. Right? Like the team's got to get better. But that being said, you're in a perfect spot for that to happen.
Cap for Life wants to go Mad Dogs. All right, Miami. You're welcome, Leroy. It's a lot. Like, but how many L's do we go in all right? Because Mad Dog drawing it out.
All right, Miami.
It is Goosey's though.
Him and his green lizards.
Yeah, it was Goosey's though.
I like.
Yeah, I tell you what, that he was a cool dude, right? Like
never met him, but I was a huge fan. That was my favorite sport. That was my favorite local sports show down here.
Yep, I ran into him a few times, and we both went to Michigan, so
of course
that was
Michigan.
Could you imagine the conversations that him and the owner would have?
Oh my God!
If he was there, oh my goodness. Yeah, but he was a good dude. He's one of the few people on this planet, right? No matter what, never no controversy. No,
what do you think that the Margaritaville people asked for to not like that? Stephen Ross said no, because Stephen Ross will pay for anything.
I mean, he's not paying for really. He should have to pay for faking like a fish. What?
This isn't free anymore.
You know what Stephen Ross said? But they're in the ocean. It's a fish. We're doing it.
Garfinkel's like mammal, sir.
Oh God,
Garfinkel.
You know what? That's you know what? And I could imagine me being mad as hell and you looking over at me and saying that, and then you know what you're gonna do next? Take 2 steps back because you know I'm coming. Right? That's what. Oh, come on. Garfinkel will have his job for 2 more seconds.
Well, you know what? Fergie's still a part owner, right?
Oh,
what about Big Fins Don't Cry?
Big Fins Don't Cry.
But we can't do it though. You can't even do it. So you can't wait in a state that has millions of dolphins right off the beach. You can't act like a dolphin.
What about Lady Lumps Humps Up?
Whoa, what?
Lady Lumps Up. Oh, I mean, that's where Ash trying to symbols, right? We go down to the beach. Dude, this is the worst.
Oh man.
What about blowing out your blowhole?
So we just go like this. Like so just
what's up, dude? Blowing out your blowhole.
Oh man.
Wait, dolphins don't have a blowhole.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I had to Google it before I said it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're trying to get so we trying to get facts right.
Frogs up.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
What are we gonna do?
Let's just squeak at each other when we see each other.
Take a break. Back after this.
The Heat are up
15 Minutes of Heat is sponsored by Kendall Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Start the new year in a new ride with no payments for 90 days. Kendall Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.com.
15 minutes of Heat for your ass right here on 560 WQAM. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer.
15 minutes of Heat, guys.
Oh, it's back.
It's
back.
Back in action.
It's back. The Heat are back in action tonight. Taking on the Toronto Raptors.
We call them the Toronto Siakams.
That's all that. Listen, well, I think Rajakovic told you it's Scotty Barnes' team now, baby.
The Scraptors.
What?
Because that's what's left. Scraps.
Well, they got RJ Barrett. They just had that Knicks trade. They traded RJ Barrett quickly.
Right. That's right. That was them.
That's the deal there. But yeah, Siakam would be like it would be the end of the era. It would be the end of the era there in Toronto if they do trade him. If you guys didn't see the news yesterday, the Raptors and Pacers actively engaged in trade talks according to Shams around Pascal Siakam that would send him to Indiana for a package that includes Bruce Brown and other salaries and 3 first-round picks. So that would be
they're doing
deal.
a salary dump and 3 first-round picks. So
it's not really a dump.
Bruce
Like
Brown?
you got to match salaries.
Right.
Like that's bless you. Whoa, bless you.
Sneak.
Bless you.
Any bats in the cave?
Nope.
Bless you.
Right.
No Andy Reeds. No Andy Reeds.
No Andy Reeds. Yeah.
You're all right.
Just to
You're
make
all right.
sure. Sometimes they get caught in the forest.
Oh.
Let's see. But it was yeah. That's definitely an interesting thing to keep an eye on. I mean, like what makes it interesting is, I think from the Pacers standpoint, is the Pacers can score. We know that they are a very electric offensive team. We saw that this year. And the fact that they're going to try and make a move to, throw some chips in the middle of the table and think that they can make a little run at this thing. Now, again, like I told you, a lot of these teams are Peter Pan teams that once it gets to grown-up basketball time,
You don't think Indiana?
No.
Really?
Stop somebody in the playoffs.
Okay, well, they got to get there first.
No, they do have to get there first, but it's like, no, all of these teams, like they don't know what it's about, Leroy. They're not about
this.
They're not about that.
Can I just say this?
What?
Here's what amazes me about you.
Thank you.
You say that about every other team.
Mm-hmm.
You think they're saying that about us?
I don't know. It's about us. We have enough. I don't worry about what other teams say about the Heat, Leroy. The Heat are the class of the East until proven otherwise. You can make all the moves you want, all the razzle dazzle. The Heat are the only team basically that beat these teams and then got better. Okay. So enough of this nonsense.
Okay.
Enough of this nonsense.
Okay.
Porzingis and Dame and really, we're gonna do this with the hey, again, we're gonna do this with the Sixers. Really.
He about to win his second MVP because he balling.
Hey, good for him. Congratulations. Enjoy your MVPs. It's a regular season political award anyway. It's the least interesting award of all the awards. The NBA MVP. It's been completely destroyed.
Okay. All right.
Fugazi Award ever since LeBron won it over Dwayne Wade. I haven't believed in it. Haven't cared about it.
Hey, and the truth comes out always.
What? It's the truth, dude. D Wade deserved it the year he won the scoring title.
Well, how about the fact that
playing with Jamario Moon?
I got one even better for you.
Was that 09?
Steve Nash has 2 and Shaq has 1.
Ridiculous. Another one.
Not only that, Steve Nash won back to back.
I know. And then the year Derrick Rose won it, they're like, "Oh, let's give it to Derrick Rose." All right, gentlemen swept.
Yeah. All right, boys.
Some MVP.
I'm back.
Ooh, full can of the cola. And you crushed that, dude.
I crushed that.
Shmithan Schmolik says, "Haven't cared about it," says Mr. Jim VP. My point, though, like he has no chance. Like you can't win this award because they talk about the same 3 people winning it every year: Joker and Embiid and Giannis. It's like, all right, cool, all right, fun.
I mean, you don't think like I know it's a regular season award, but
yeah,
you don't think Joel Embiid earned it?
First of all, last year he won it basically just because people were tired of Joker. That's it. That's the truth of it.
Voter fatigue.
There was voter fatigue. He won. Like,
I mean, they do that. They did that with LeBron. They did that with Jordan.
You're right.
Yeah,
They did.
right.
They should put under his most valuable player asterisk voter fatigue. Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. You are a bitter, bitter man.
Speaking of fatigue, Joel Embiid, because he always gets fatigued.
You see him whispering in the ear of Joker the other day when they had their matchup.
Yeah.
You're the best. You're the best player in the league. You're the best.
Is that what he said?
That's what he said.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He is.
Well,
Joel Embiid. Did Joker respond? I'd rather be riding a horse right now than playing BC.
Joel Embiid can be the best center.
Mm.
Joker is the best player.
Well,
For
he's
now.
not. I mean, no, he's not either. Joker is the best player until Joel.
That's what I said.
But he's the best center too.
Nah. I mean, the reason why I say best player is because he handles the ball a lot more than Joel Embiid. He's also a facilitator, which Joel Embiid is not, right? He can bring the ball up and be what is unheard of as a point center, right? So I don't even know if we include him as a center because of all his interaction with the basketball.
He's a center.
Okay. You know what I'm saying, though. Stop trying to play defense.
No, you're trying to give Joel. This is what everybody wants to do. Everybody wants to give Joel Embiid a cookie because he's going to.
No, I'm not giving him a cookie. I'm just stating the facts.
Well,
Joker is a better player because he does more.
That's like the people who are like, "Oh, LeBron's the best person ever wear a uniform, but D Wade's the best player." It's like, all right, what are we making subcategories? Are you the best or are you not the best? He's the best center and he's the best player, Joker.
But there's different variances of that.
There's not.
Right?
One's better.
I mean, can you be here? Can you be the best scorer but not the best player?
Of them both?
No, of just in general. Can you say somebody is the greatest scorer, but then say somebody else is the best player?
But that's another thing. People try and do that with Durant and LeBron. Like, oh,
but I'm just saying because there's different levels to it.
Okay, but LeBron's the all-time leading scorer. Like, you're trying to give Durant a cookie.
Okay, but so does that mean he goes on top of Jordan?
Who?
LeBron.
It depends what you value. Do you value postseason or do you value all-time like longevity?
I mean, LeBron went to 10 straight finals.
Yeah.
With bums sometimes.
Mostly not with bums.
Okay. Right. But I'm just saying, like, there's different levels to this. Like, I'm not disputing it. If you think Jordan's the greatest player, fine.
Yeah, fine.
And I'm not arguing that point for LeBron. I'm not arguing, but this brings us back to can Joel Embiid be the best center, but the best all-around basketball player is Joker because he does so much more than just center.
But he is a center. Like, you don't get to say one guy is better at everything and he plays the same position.
But does he really play center with as much as he handles the basketball?
Yes. I mean, yes. Like, who goes up against him in a game? Bam goes up against Joker. Joel Embiid's going up against Joker.
Okay. Everybody else knows what I mean.
Nah, I mean,
you're right now.
Katanas away, dude. You're being a semantic samurai.
I'm not.
You're trying to give. It's very admirable what you're doing. You know, it's Professor Leroy's trying to give a cookie to the kid in the class because you know he's going to be a whiner.
No, that's not what I'm doing at all. That's not. I could care less about that. But I'm saying that when I look at Joker versus Embiid, I think of Joker as a different player than Joel Embiid. I just do.
If I was Joel Embiid, I'd say, like, how do you look like that, but you're never tired? I'm always tired.
You know why? He will say, because I don't move very fast.
Play it on this.
Wait, is there anybody in the NBA that plays at their own pace more than him?
No.
I mean, I'm surprised he didn't just bring up a Paul Pierce chair and bring the ball up that way one time. Like, he just do.
Dade South says this is a frivolous quibble.
Wow. Say that 10 times.
No, I can't.
You barely got that one out.
Anyway, the Heat's back in action tonight, taking on the Raptors. We'll take a quick break. Time to get to our favorite Wednesday game. That's next.
Rats off a ship.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Wednesday. You know what that means?
Hump day.
It's hump day, baby. Time to get to our favorite Wednesday game. Rats off a ship. Jay, Fig, give us a topic. What?
Such rats off a ship. Because when the season ends, right? Our rats aren't.
Your rats aren't in the right place. I understand.
Right. Our rats' hearts aren't in the right place. So we might just go all, not nice. So,
well, hard to say. I don't have the topics. J-Fig does. So, whatever the Lord of Rats.
Come on, tie-dye.
Lord of Rats also sounds like a band that J-Fig would go watch, like at
Rockville.
At Rockville.
I'm pretty sure I buy myself too, because no one would want to.
Lord of the Rats? No way.
Lord of the Rats. No one would want to.
Lord of the Rats. What do you got for us, Lord of the Rats?
Well, the first topic is going to be quite simple, but Tua?
That's it? Just
That's it.
Tua?
Tua.
Whoa, wow. Heavy stakes question.
Damn, J-Fig.
Heavy stakes pass.
What?
No.
Pass.
I'll go. I'm not rats off a ship on Tua. And here's the thing. If you tell me the top 5 guys you think you can win a Super Bowl with,
yep,
and then tell me how many of those guys have actually won a Super Bowl,
okay,
right? Then we'll talk. But all the guys that you would prefer to have, the Josh Allens, the Lamar Jacksons, the Justin Herberts, the Trevor Lawrences, the CJ Strouds,
Joe Burrow,
the Joe Burrows, they have the same amount of Super Bowls as Tua. So stop it. Stop it with the nonsense. Because you rather have those guys, but they haven't won either, and you would be having the same conversation if any one of those guys were in this position.
CJ Stroud's the only one that's like a difference maker because he's a rookie, so he's cheapskis.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in general, like
just
forget
the talent goes.
Contract, the talent, just whatever. All the guys that you think, everybody right now says Josh Allen is that dude. Okay, but Josh Allen is a bigger version of the old Packers quarterback, Brett Favre.
Well, let me ask you this. I'm going to say I'm not rats off a ship on Tua because I love Tua.
Thanks.
Okay, I love Tua. But let me ask you something.
Sure.
If any of these 8 teams today could swap at their quarterback,
right?
How many of them would? So, Houston's a no.
No.
Baltimore's a no.
No.
Green
Although
Bay.
they did tell that same quarterback, go work out a trade for yourself.
Question, Your Honor.
Fine. They didn't want him either.
Green Bay?
No.
San Francisco?
No.
Tampa Bay? Maybe.
Yeah, because listen, not for nothing. I love the story of Baker Mayfield. But Baker Mayfield is Baker Mayfield. Right? If this dude was anything close to what he is now, he'd still be in Cleveland.
Detroit?
I'm gonna say no, but he also been through some stuff too.
He has been through some stuff. He's got warts, he's got scars. People laughed at him.
Right. Correct.
Nobody's giving the business more to Jared Goff than you.
Yeah. And?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
So the point is, none of these 8 teams we think would swap out.
Right.
For Tua.
Right. So let me add, okay, let's go one step further.
Yep.
You think Dallas would swap Dak?
Possibly.
You see what I'm saying? But that's where we are. Because a month ago, Dak Prescott was leading the charge for MVP. So
the odds leader.
This whole situation is what I'm talking about, right? Is that you have, I would say, 12 to 15 quarterbacks who play on a good enough team to win a Super Bowl. right? And of all those guys that are still in it, only one has a Super Bowl win. So what are we saying? How can we all of a sudden determine that Tua isn't that guy when I can go to everybody but Patrick Mahomes and say they ain't that guy neither? They ain't won a chip.
J-Fig, where are your rats?
I am still not rats off a ship.
Okay. Sticking with Tua.
Sticking with Tua.
Sticking with Tua. Tex says Dallas would absolutely not trade Dak for Tua. I don't know about that, dude. I don't know about that.
Okay.
You guys are indoors. Marcos?
As you were saying that, I was reading this.
Wait. Hold on. Tua is overrated. Any quarterback can put up the same numbers. That's where you guys are wrong. And when was the last bum that led the league in passing?
Jameis Winston.
He never led the league in passing. He was the
he
first
led
30 for 30.
He led the
He
league.
also was the first. He also had 30 for 30.
The question, Your Honor, you said when was the last bum to lead the league in passing, and I answered the question. Jameis Winston led the league in passing.
When?
I'll find the year. Marcos?
Yeah, I was actually reading an article as you guys were discussing this. Apparently
2019, by the way.
What, that was Jameis?
Yeah, that was just
with Tampa.
He threw for 5,100 yards, 33 touchdowns, 30 interceptions.
Damn.
Okay, and what was their record?
What was their record? The 2019 Bucks.
Because this is, I'm gonna tell you what this is the definition of.
7-9.
Oh.
Okay, so this is the definition of looter in a riot. You only had 7 wins.
You didn't look. I'm not saying you're wrong, but that wasn't your statement. Your statement on who was the last bum to lead the league in passing.
Keeps moving the goalposts.
He does keep moving the goalposts.
Oh my, Mark.
Where are your rats?
Yeah, this article that I was reading is actually revealing some injury information about Tua. They did an X-ray according to Barry Jackson's. They did an X-ray on him and found out he ain't got that dog in him.
What?
Wow!
What?
You know,
rats of a shiver! Get out of here, dude! Get out of here!
Wow!
why don't you go ahead and mark yourself?
You know what's amazing?
Feel how he wants
So,
to.
I was about to ask you what sources.
So you know what's amazing? He set you up, hook, line, and sinker.
He loved it.
Barry Jackson's. It was one of those fake tweets, I didn't want to quote the real Barry Jackson.
I want you to mark that for yourself.
Just to be clear, I looked over the last rest of the league leaders in passing.
Yeah.
I could only find one bum, and it was Jameis Winston.
Wow.
Okay. So my point is made.
Well, you said any.
In the history of the NFL,
number 2 anomaly.
Oh my goodness.
Leroy, you want to keep yelling?
No, but
Well,
you're gonna.
I'm gonna go ahead and say number 2 is Mike McDaniel.
Wow.
Go ahead and answer, you bums.
Wow.
Can I just say this?
You can say what you believe.
I'm gonna just
And you're not
say
a bum, Leroy. It's them too.
I'm gonna just say this. Right? One of the signs of a bad organization or a bad fan base is lack of patience. You 2 years, you think 2 years, Mike McDaniel ain't the guy, he's out of here, right? That guy has changed the dynamic of this whole franchise, how they go about doing things, how the team goes about functioning. And everybody, not some, everybody had a good time this year with the Miami Dolphins and Mike McDaniel. So stop.
I would like to say I am not rats off a ship.
I'm not rats off a ship, and I will fight. Listen,
But
I'm fighting all rats that want to get off the ship. I'm escorting you off, and you're never coming back.
Don't escort us off. But
I'll escort you guys off.
my rats are looking at the little program of boat safety, just so we know. We got to know the escape route.
There's some rocks.
You know,
There's some rocks
you know
in the
very
way.
well that you would not be reading that manual, okay?
Yeah, no way.
Only 4
I can see you right now when the on the plane
second.
when the person's giving the direct and he goes, I don't need to pay attention to that. You just pull a damn string.
Dade South says Matt Schaub led an 09. Boom.
Wow, did he? Damn.
Also, he did point out Deshaun Watson. Watson's he's an off-field bum though. Like it's his off-field antics have led to his bum assness, as have injuries. Anyway, but I'm not rats off a ship. But just so we're clear, my rats are going to be very very aware and alert this year.
You got skeptical rats. You look.
Skeptical rats.
Nobody wants your wishy-washy rats. Look, he's straddling the boat. It's like,
green toss again.
He's like, I don't know. This Mike McDaniel. It's a long way down, though.
Another 4-yard pitch backwards. It's 1st and 10, not 1st and 14, Mike. And it was in shotgun. What does that mean? That's 8 yards. It's like he gave himself his own holding penalty.
Very long pitch.
See, he got play designs to put them in 2nd and 15. I don't know, Mike. That's not the way the play was designed.
Where are your rats?
Oh, I'm not rats off the ship.
Sticking mine. J-Fig?
I'm not rats off a ship. Also, I'm Spirit Leroy, so I'm escorting people with him.
Yeah.
South says Tobin's rats will push over women and children to get to a boat.
It's not wrong.
Make room! Big red coming through! Witcher!
Marcos?
Hold on, Jim. Hold on.
What is show pony? -1.
No, it's all right. I was just a quick phone call with my boy Harbaugh.
-1.
No, I'm not rats off a ship, but much like Tobin, I got some wishy-washy rats. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wishy-washy, dude. We'll see though. It's got one more year. That seat is warm though.
Yep. Give us one more, J-Fig.
Jason Kelce calling out retirement report as too soon.
We have Jason Kelce here from his podcast, New Heights, with his brother Travis. Here's the sound.
Nick kind of gave me an opportunity to talk. I didn't announce what I was doing on purpose, despite, I guess, what's been leaked to the media. I just don't think you're in a position after a game like that to really make that decision. I just don't. There's too much emotion in the moment to really fully grasp that decision. I'm not trying to be dramatic and continue to draw this thing out.
No, not
I'm
at all.
really not. It's just something that I think, when it's time to officially announce, what's happening in the future, it'll be done in a way that's, definitive and pays respect to a lot of people and individuals that have meant a lot to me and has led to the career I've had. I don't think that it would be respectful or even accurate to be able to do that right after a game like that.
Yeah.
But I did address the team and pretty much said the same thing that I just said to you, which is, I got belief in every single one of you guys, cherish the moment you have in this league. A lot of guys like, if that is your last game, I feel sorry for you. And I'm like, don't feel sorry for me, motherfucker. I had
Hey, why does he sound like Andy Reid?
Well, I don't know. Is it a fat guy thing?
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh, he's getting
Hell
emotional.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was about to cry at the end.
Retire on your own terms. Can I just say though, you're a center, dude. Rats off a ship. Like, all right, this is Tom Brady. All right, he's Kelce. Like, can we not? All right, okay, dude. I'm fine. Do it on your own terms, but also he's a center. Like, come on.
Hey, man.
Rats off a ship.
Wait. First of all, I'm not going to sit here and let you disrespect a guy who's played that position, 7 Pro Bowls, 6-time All-Pro, that has done his thing and probably going to be a Hall of Famer.
Mike Passy didn't
I'm not going to let you disrespect that man.
I'm not disrespecting
like
it.
Yes, you are.
Already.
You really are, because he was talking and you're rolling your eyes and doing a little bucking. Okay.
On my own terms.
He can't cry over one hell of a career, but you could cry over not getting Dame Lillard.
He can cry over.
No.
You had to be tranquilized, okay, to get over Damian.
Yeah, we had to hit you with a tranquilizer gun.
He can cry over a career, but if somebody knows you're retired because you told people in the locker room I'm done, don't do this dog and pony show of I'm gonna say when the time is right. No, if they got it right,
but he's been saying stuff like that ever since the Kelce documentary.
Yeah, then just to retire. You know, we're not gonna
let him do it on his own terms. He's still thinking.
What are his terms? The season's over. If he wanted to do it on his own terms, how about the Eagles don't lose every game for the last 9 weeks?
You literally are you got no sensitivity whatsoever.
Stop hiding behind the microphone, Tobin.
J-Fig, one thing I know that Kelce's don't need is more attention.
Wait,
so now
it ain't. No.
If anyone's not asking for attention, it's Jason Kelce, okay?
Jason is the quiet one.
Exactly.
Okay, Mr. Sexiest Man on the planet. Sure, he hates.
He didn't ask for that.
He hates being in the Swift stratosphere. I'm gonna do it on my own terms.
Isn't he married?
All right.
He is married.
He's married. Why would he care about Taylor Swift?
The famous love fame. What have I told you?
Do you think he's like,
if you were famous, you would eat that up.
Who?
I'm not though.
Tobin.
Oh
my God.
Hard to say.
Are you kidding me? Any little
look at that face.
Right. Wait. Says the guy who complained about not being in a local newsletter.
Well, you know what? Mine is fun all over again. You're getting me angry all over again.
Ignoring me.
Wait, you don't like fame?
If anybody,
you shaming somebody else for wanting fame, and you complain about not being in the company newsletter.
If somebody caught me and I knew I had to come to grips with it, I'm not going to say I'm going to address it at my own time. No, address it. You're not Tom Brady, dude. Where are your rats?
My rats aren't off the ship on Jason Kelce. Come on.
J-Fig
put in his time. He'd get to go out on his terms with some respect from all of us. Yeah. Not you ingrate.
Most famous for an illegal play.
My answer is no. I'm not rats off a ship.
All right.
Marcos.
Marcos?
To quote the great philosopher.
Oh my God. Winnie the Pooh? If you say Winnie the Pooh.
Schmeathinikus Schmolinicus.
Okay.
Snowball, Schmoball. Hike the ball and shut up already.
That's off a ship. When Brett Romberg's career was done, it was done. He just left. Enough.
That's what I did.
Yeah, just go. All right.
I didn't show up.
He's not Romberg.
I'm gonna announce it at my own turn, dude. Okay, like why? So the Swifties can hold on for some more downloads of your next episode.
Wait,
out of here.
The what?
The Swifties.
You know what? It's crazy that a lot of people are always getting mad and they're bothered because they keep mentioning Taylor Swift. You're one of them.
I'm not.
All you keep doing is mentioning her name. Notice how it's not me. It is you.
I don't mind Taylor Swift, but stop being a remora fish, Jason Kelce, and retire already. Wow. You're trying to drag.
What does she have to do with any of this?
Because he likes all the extra attention from the Swifties. He loves it.
I'm pretty sure if it's anyone, it's not him.
Okay, J-Fig. Yeah, he's not liking them. Because why? Because he's the more down to earth Kelce. He's the more real Kelce.
Can I just say this?
Like lumberjack. He's not as strapping.
We are not gonna allow a guy who complained about not being in the newsletter talk about somebody else.
I had two viral songs. Newsletter.
Viral sensation, baby.
Back after this.
Thank you again, guys, for shutting me out. I can't talk about Kosar Coffee. Hey guys, my relationship with Kosar and Bernie goes back 30 years. I've seen this man go through a lot of stuff, over 40 surgeries, 100+ concussions. And he said to me, he realized that food is medicine, and he changed what he put into his body. So Bernie started creating wellness products. And he came up with this coffee. It has vitamin D in it, which we all need, and most of us are lacking, and resveratrol, which is nature's miracle antioxidant. It's also an anti-inflammatory, and the combination of these ingredients is exclusive to Kosar Coffee. So go to kosarcoffee.com, go take a look at it. I drink it every morning. And one of the things that Bernie has always said, who is a positive dude, no matter what he's been through, is that you deserve to be healthy because you matter. Go to kosarcoffee.com to order your game-changing coffee.
streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. Miami 560 WQAM. You guys can watch us there live every single day. You guys can watch clips of our show, Hockman and Crowder. You guys can also check out Krantz's Corner. Zach Kranz has some interviews. He's got Andy Ellisberg this week.
Yes,
talking some
week is dedicated to UD.
Udonis Haslem is getting his jersey retired on Friday, so that's very, very cool.
Boots on the ground,
of course.
Next.
Yeah, I got to be boots on the ground for that.
Gotta be
UD night. Of course, I'm gonna be boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to get the before the end of the show today. We got to play Udonis Haslem's response to the Bill Russell controversy.
Oh yes,
it was incredible. It was incredible. But before that, I'd like to just say we have a new superhero on the show.
Do we?
And that is the Deflector.
Whoa, yes.
J-Fig is out there. She's blaming me for Leroy Horn's read going off at the wrong time.
Wow,
I mean, what a deflector, murderer.
What a deflector.
First of all, how is that deflecting?
Yeah,
and number two, you got me
you
all yelling and everything. So of course I was just gonna go ahead and just put commercial break.
Hey, sorry. I mean, like if you got to keep your eye on the ball just because old Tobs get you a little crazy because of the Kelces. I don't know what to tell you.
Leroy, we apologize on her behalf.
Look, I'm just
hey, can I just say this? That statement right there, that rivals only one saying, two sayings. Hard to say and calm down. Right? Those three sayings right there are going to get a reaction you might not be ready for.
Well, you want to talk about a reaction I don't think I was ready for is when uncomfortable moments, at press conferences are always great. But, playoff time, I'm assuming this person who was covering a Bucks press conference has not covered them regularly. Did you see what happened yesterday, Leroy, in the Bucks press conference?
I did not.
Oh, boy. So yesterday, a reporter is sitting there with Todd Bowles and has a question about how he's going to prepare for Detroit. I'll just let you listen.
Coach, looking forward towards Detroit. The weather has been a factor in some of the playoff games, even for the most prepared teams. Today, it's 13 in Detroit, which doesn't compare to some of the temperatures.
Oh, God.
Any special plans to acclimate the team to not only endure, but perform in those kind of frigid temperatures should you face them in Detroit?
You do know we play indoors, right? And they got a dome. I don't. No, nothing planned. We're indoors, and we only have to be outside for 20 seconds, getting off the bus, going under the thing, so we'll be okay.
-1.
Oh my goodness! His face the entire time was just not it.
Can I just say this? She can never go back in there. Right? I don't know who this is.
I don't either.
But I'm gonna tell you this. There's no way she could go in that room, right? And not get looks. And they're thinking, she is ruining it for all of us.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness. Wait, but you know what's even funnier? You know what? Kudos to the coach. You know why? He could have cut that off at any period of time, right? He could have stopped and made the comment he made long before that.
I think the thing that I love about it so much is, first of all, it's such a simple question. Even if you didn't know that Detroit played indoors, she is like, and the frigid temperatures.
Yeah,
and
she kept adding on.
She kept adding details.
Professional. And in fact, the more she commented on it, the worse the question got.
Forward towards looking forward towards Detroit. The weather has been a factor in some of the playoff games, even for the most prepared teams. Today, it's 13 in Detroit, which doesn't compare to some of the temperatures we tend to. Any special plans to acclimate the team to not only endure, but perform in those kind of frigid temperatures should you face them in Detroit?
You do know we play indoors, right? And they got a dome. I don't. No, nothing planned. We're indoors, and we only have to be outside for 20 seconds, getting off the bus, going under the thing, so we'll be okay.
Hey, wait, no. You know what? You know what else? I got to give another hand. You know why? Because I know a whole bunch of coaches would have went ballistic right there. Right? Are you serious? Are you serious? Right? But he said calmly, right? Which made her look even more ridiculous.
Yep.
Right? He's asking a question. And he's like, yeah.
His smile when he says,
Right. You do know,
indoors, right?
you do know we play indoors, right? So
Uncomfortable.
He said, I don't have plans for us being cold. The 20 seconds walking from the bus to the thing. Like, he didn't even say stadium. The thing.
That was great.
Hey, you know what? That right there is going to rival the greatest, dumbest question ever. Super Bowl with Doug Williams. How long have you been a black quarterback? Somebody asked him that question. So when you wonder why players look at some of these reporters and give them the look, this is why. This is why. You want us to be professional, and you got somebody asking about the cold in a dome stadium.
Josh says Mike McDaniel would have talked about the airflow and the AC of the indoor central air system, but I really would have loved actually there'd be do you think there's ever been a reporter? Because I've listened to a lot of Mike McDaniel press conferences. Has there ever been a reporter to flummox Mike McDaniel or him be at a loss of words?
No.
Because I don't think it's ever happened.
No, because here's the thing. You may ask him a really tough question, and he'll actually point him out while answering his own question. Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. Not going to answer it, but I will say this. Right? But come on, man. Come on. Like, not for nothing. But can you understand why people get annoyed with reporters?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Okay. Because here's the thing. As a player, right, or a coach, you go up to that podium, you have no idea what's going to be asked of you. And you have to just respond to everything. But as a reporter, you got time to prepare your question as a professional. And your question is about playing outdoors in a dome stadium. Come on. So how can coaches or players take reporters serious when this happens?
Well, for that reporter in particular, I wouldn't. But I would doubt that
all the time.
I would doubt that reporter's a sports reporter. I would bet you anything. I would bet you anything she's a news reporter who's coming in for the playoffs.
How many times have you heard a player say, or a coach, that's a dumb question, right? Like you're a professional. You went to college for this.
It's better the way he did it.
Oh, he did. Oh yeah, it's much better. He like waited. He's like, yeah. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
What are you going to do to endure the cold?
Susan, is it? Yeah. Well, Susan, to answer your question, you know we play in a dome stadium, right? Right? Like, can I just ask, how far did her heart drop? Because I'm thinking, if I would have asked something like that and that happened to me, I'm like, I can never show up my face in this building again.
Never. I would be so embarrassed.
Right
after
that.
We'll take a break. Udonis Haslem. Remember the whole Bill Russell controversy?
Yep.
He's responded.
Back
after this.
WQAM broadcasting live from the Ed Moore 15 Minutes of Heat is sponsored by Kendall Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Start the new year in a new ride with no payments for 90 days. Kendall Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Heat back on the hardwood tonight, taking on the Toronto Raptors. And you guys can hear that game right here, 560 WQAM. 6:15 is our pre-Heat pregame. You can hear Solana, Tommy Tig, Jason Jackson. Is Amy on the call? She's doing something. She's probably doing the studio. She's from Toronto, so.
Yes.
But she'll be in studio with Will Man. So I'd imagine. I don't know that for a fact. I'm just assuming. But the Heat taking on the Raptors. Raptors so far on the season, 15-25. They're on a 4-game losing streak coming into this game. Heat, meanwhile, have won 3 straight. They are a season best 8 over 500.
Right.
How did you think Jimmy looked his first game back, Leroy? Looked like Jimmy Butler, right?
He looked like Jimmy Butler. He looked like the way Jimmy Butler normally looks when he gets pissed off.
Yep.
Right?
Looks pissed off, getting to the line a ton. I was happy to see that.
There's only one way you can offend Jimmy Butler. That is by giving him a flopping penalty.
Yep.
Is there anything that says I'm soft more than a flopping penalty?
I was stunned. Crazy. Marlo says that Bam's going to cook Siakam and get him traded out of Toronto tonight. It's possible. It's possible Siakam doesn't play because they may want to, if they're in trade negotiations, they may just be like, sit it on down, Pascal. Happens sometimes. So we'll see. They might not even.
Famous Pascal I know is the Mandalorian.
Who is that?
Pedro, right?
Pedro Pascal? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Pascal Pedro.
That's the one.
Yeah.
They're making a movie.
Pascal.
Did you watch that? Did you watch the last season though? I didn't watch.
No, here's what I've watched. I watched Loki.
Oh, good.
Which it sucks because the main guy is not in it anymore, Jonathan Majors.
Right.
So it's gonna be hard. How the hell are they gonna put these movies together with the main bad guy out?
No, they could always do an old switcheroo.
Pivot.
And then I watched Echo. I watched Echo. Have you seen that?
Oh,
Hell's Echo.
That's another Marvel show, isn't it?
Yeah.
How's that?
It's yes. Let me see. How can I explain it? One-legged deaf girl kicks everybody's ass.
What? Oh wow.
Wow. All right.
So this is the person who actually
and guess who makes an appearance in it?
Okay.
Guess who makes an appearance in the movie?
Who?
Hawkeye.
Oh, all right.
Nah.
Doesn't matter if you have one ass cheek or 3 toes. I will beat your ass.
Yeah.
This one, man.
My coach used to say that. He says, he'd say, I want you to fight like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. I'm like, and me and Metcalf would look at each other like, what does that even mean? So we would go out to practice and try it just to mess with our coach. He wasn't too happy with that.
Well, speaking of not too happy, remember we talked about this controversy a couple of weeks ago with the Bostonians getting upset with Udonis Haslem because on a podcast episode with Bam had revealed that Udonis Haslem is so intense that when we were getting ready to play the Celtics, he said he looked up into the rafters, saw number 6, and said F Bill Russell. And so it was just some fun. It was a fun back and forth. They're good friends and teammates, having a good time. But the Bostonians, they took offense to it because how could you say that?
Wait. Here's what's amazing. Can I just tell you what's amazing? What is not just me? What have a lot of people said about Boston?
Racist.
Do you find it ironic that they are fighting because of what somebody said about Bill Russell or what somebody said in regards to Bill Russell without even putting it in context?
Just a couple of bad apples spoiling the bunch. We're not like that. We're not like that, even though Larry Bird is the greatest. Dude. And the second greatest is, of course, Peyton Pritchard.
Can I just say this? This is not a couple of people that have said this. This is not a couple of athletes, right?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, a couple of bad apples. Come
Right.
on. The state ain't that damn big.
Nope. But Udonis Haslem on his podcast, The OGs, which is good. I recommend it. It's a fun listen. I saw that they're having an episode with Michael Beasley and Mario Chalmers coming up, to which that just seems like shenanigans.
That's going to be fun.
That's going to be fun. But here was Udonis Haslem responding to all the controversy with Bill Russell, Leroy. Here's what UD, who's getting his jersey retired on Friday, had to say.
If you see the patch on here, there's a number 6.
Yep.
Everybody understands what that number 6 goes for.
Yeah. So everyone needs to pump the brakes
Let me talk on this one time, just 1 second.
Talk,
so,
preach.
With that being said, first, as a black man,
Mm-hmm.
I understand what Bill Russell has done for us. Aside from basketball, what he's done as a black man, just for us to move forward in life.
Yep.
I have a lot of respect. Love what he's done on the basketball court as well. Being a champion, I'm all about winning.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, if I apologize to anybody, it'd be Bill Russell's family.
There you go.
The Boston people, y'all got a better chance of wrestling an alligator. I'm not apologizing to you for nothing.
But so, Bill Russell's family.
But Bill Russell's family,
right.
I will apologize because that might have came off insensitive in the heat of the moment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I got a lot of love and a lot of respect for Bill Russell. So as a man, if I came off wrong, I apologize. You Boston mother, you. Let's get started.
Which, if you know UD, that was the point of his comments from the get-go. It had nothing to do with Bill Russell. It was the fact that we are sitting here celebrating a Celtic.
Yep. I love that, man. Anyway, can't wait for Friday. UD get number 40 in the rafters. Heat, they're back in action tonight. They'll go for 4 straight. And hopefully keep this thing rolling. No, Jaime tonight, I believe. Jaime's still out on the road trip as far as I know.
He didn't go. He didn't travel.
I don't think he traveled.
Yeah,
and I don't think Kevin Love traveled either.
What could they possibly be doing back in Florida? I know. What is K-Love doing? He need a touch of gray. He's got gray.
Right? Didn't he have a baby last year?
Who?
He did have last year.
Kevin Love.
Love.
Yeah. Was that his first one?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's tired. He's still hey, listen, he's still catching up on sleep if I know what I know.
Hey, let me tell you, I tried to get out of it early. That was not a good move.
Jaime Jaquez is out tonight. He is out.
Yeah, if it's a 4-game road trip and you don't go with the team, they ain't gonna fly you up in the middle of it
to Canada. So yeah, that gets going tonight, 7:30, 6:15 here on WQAM. Wrap things up on the other side.
The Heat are up north in Canada
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. See what got announced yesterday, Leroy?
What?
UFC 300. Max Holloway. Justin Gaethje for the BMF belt. That's Goosey's right there.
We only do the BMF belt down here?
No, we're 299.
Oh,
we're 299.
Okay.
We're 299. Honestly, the people have been saying like 299. There's no way that the UFC can top what they're doing to Miami. Miami's card is going to be really hard for them to top at UFC 300. And everybody that says the name 300, they're like, oh, it's got to be some milestone fight. I don't know, but Gaethje versus Max Holloway for that card. Amazing. Can't wait for that fight. Speaking of, we're gonna have the UFC pay-per-views return for the year this weekend.
Yeah.
Remember the fight I showed you in the stands by Gilbert Burns' kids?
Yeah.
Vicus Duplessis and Strawn Strickland. Remember that?
Yeah.
Duplessis is joining us tomorrow.
Whoa!
So we're gonna he's fighting for the championship this weekend, and we'll find out what the hell happened there in that melee.
Nice.
Were you happy Gilbert Burns liked your video, Marcos?
Yes, friend of the show, Gilbert Burns.
Gilbert Burns loves the Dolphins.
That's awesome.
Gilbert Burns,
man.
He loves the Dolphins. You spoke to a lot of Dolphins. You're a viral sensation.
You're
a viral sensation.
I'm burning up.
If you guys haven't seen Marcos's viral hit, DolSTAN, here it is.
My team's gone cold, I'm wondering why McDaniel made that call. Tua tries to fit that window, but they can't catch the ball. Eli Apple on my screen so bad, so I watch basketball. It reminds me that it's not so bad, it's not so bad.
Dear Mike, I'm writing this just to tell you this is awesome. We almost had it last year, but I blame Skylar Thompson. Tua's in jiu-jitsu, man, I wonder what they taught him. I'm gonna leave my selling email at the bottom, in case you wanna chop it up about what plays are calling autumn. Super stoked for Fangs, it's a shame about Ramsey. Did you ever think Xavier and Howard would be our man B? You see the Bills fighting, dog? This is our year, speaking of Bill, I bet Belichick is living life in fear. He knows Mac Jones is in the driver's seat of his career. Aaron Rodgers out here in the dark being weird. The AFC is ours and it's never been so clear. 20 years with no playoff wins, that's in the rear. This is the last time that I end the year in tears. Anyway, I DM'd you. You probably missed it. Call me when you get this. I just bought my season tickets.
My team's gone cold, I'm wondering why McDaniel made that call. Tua tries to fit that window, but they can't catch the ball. Eli Apple on my screen so bad, so I watch basketball. It reminds me that it's not so bad, it's not so bad.
Dear Mike, I had to write this while I wait for your reply. The season's been amazing, man, I cannot even lie. 6-2 by week 8, man, how time flies away. The cheetah moving out here like he got 9 lives. What is it, 8-chain or 8-chan? I call him whatever, long as feed him is the game plan. Chris Greer at the helms, man, I know the team's in great hands. Nothing can go wrong, support my team like a great fan. Yeah, Raheem Mostert in my home on a poster. I can't believe they did a celebration roller coaster. You worried about Reek? I got Waddle in the holster. We react the same when Javon went coast to coaster. I know so far against good teams that we're an over. We got time to show them, we'll be laughing when it's over. My girl said don't do this again, I told her we gon' show her. I'm drunk on hype and high on life and I ain't getting sober. No.
My team's gone cold, I'm wondering why McDaniel made that call. Tua tries to fit that window, but they can't catch the ball. Eli Apple on my screen so bad, so I watch basketball. It reminds me that it's not so bad, it's not so bad.
Hey, yo, Mike, I hope you heard my voice notes, I hope you listen. I don't understand how you lost the damn division. How you make me hate Hard Knocks, that must have been your mission. Second half adjustment just said put you in submission. I don't know about Tua, but they better pay Christian. Look, another screen pass, I don't understand the vision. Look, I ain't mad hurt. No, really, I'm talking mad hurt. How you gonna make me watch Taylor Swift swag surf? Not to mention, we got here losing to your dad first. All because you couldn't draw a play to get a damn first. I mean, really? The Tennessee Titans? Tennessee Titans? That guy don't even coach no more. We should try him. Steven Ross, send some of your money, we can buy him. And I'm hurt, dog. And I was on top of the earth, dog. How I get here from the greatest show on surf, dog. Why my team playing softer than a little dirt ball? The longest streak without a playoff win, and now we first, dog. The longest streak without a playoff win, and now we first, dog.
Man, beautiful. Also painful.
The screaming in the background, I supplied that.
That's a feature.
Oh my goodness. It's both tragic and hilarious at the same time. So as bad as I feel about the Dolphins season ending, I feel better.
The best art comes from pain.
You know, a lot of people did say that though. A lot of people were like, for some reason, this makes me feel better about the season, which is like,
well, I think it's the thing is like, we did have fun. We had a lot of fun. Then it got to like week.
But fun
9.
like Marcos. Fun like Marcos. Like, yo, like after a point in time, you're like, yo, what are we doing here? Let's go.
We had a lot of
fun.
Off. We just, you know, we knew that Tennessee loss was going to be catastrophic. Man, but like, I really thought I was like, oh, they'll make it. They'll make good on it.
Yeah.
You know, then they hit it with a shutout, and you're like, okay, good.
Here's the problem. The last 2 years, they've had that stretch.
Yep.
The problem is they had it at the wrong time.
Yeah, but it's always the Dolphins' December swoon. It's like you set this was just that, but it had more bombs with it early in the year, and God, it was fun. Oh, you know, in hindsight, we should have gone for that record against Sean Payton. Dude.
We should have gone
for that record against Sean Payton.
Come on,
that bum.
What else
especially with what he did to Russell Wilson. Look what he did.
Can I just say, whoa. Hold on. If I may. Russell Wilson did this to Russell Wilson.
No, they were meanie.
But they weren't nice. And see, McDaniel was nice to Sean Payton, and he didn't deserve niceness. He should have showed no mercy, and he should have had Jason Sanders kick that field goal.
Yeah. But here's the deal. This is the honest truth, right? You got to be you. You can't let other people determine who you are. So Mike McDaniel was being Mike McDaniel. I don't care what the circumstances are. That's who he is.
No mercy next year, Mike McDaniel, okay? No more Mr. Nice.
Listen, it was almost more insulting that they took a knee. You understand what I'm saying?
Still like to have the record, though, dude. I mean, who doesn't want a record?
No, because then you can say they got the record, but look who it was against, and they didn't do nothing that year anyway. That's not the record you want. Because that's the way people
come. Now they have a record. Their record is longest playoff drought, longest playoff win drought.
Okay. That's okay. Are they getting better? Here, can you answer this question?
Yeah.
Is the team getting better?
I don't know.
You know.
I don't know.
You know.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. What if Christian Wilkins isn't back? Then did they get better?
No. Hold on. Hold on. That cannot be determined until you get a replacement and see what that replacement does.
Is that replacement Chris Jones?
No, I'm just saying, dude, you can't, like, there's been players that teams have gotten rid of all the time, and then the guy comes in, hey, how about this? Green Bay flipped out when they got rid of Brett Favre for Aaron Rodgers. Green Bay flipped out when they got rid of Aaron Rodgers for Jordan Love. Like, Leroy. It happens.
Leroy.
Yes, sir.
How are you going to feel if they don't sign Christian Wilkins?
Oh, I'm going to be hurt, though, because that's my guy.
I know.
You know that.
The Dolphins have let Christian Wilkins go to the New England Patriots.
First of all, they franchise him and then trade him.
Then sign Eli Apple.
Oh my God, dude! Can I just tell you? Can I? Hold on.
Every time you mention that name,
close up of this, I'm gonna tell you right now. If I look on my timeline and the Miami Dolphins make it a priority not to sign Christian Wilkins, But to re-sign Eli Apple, I'm going to lose my stuff. And I almost cussed. Cussed. It was close. It was close.
You caught yourself.
I caught myself. But I'm telling you right now, Leroy will lose his damn mind on the radio if the first signing that the Dolphins give us is we re-signed Eli Apple.
Can't rule it out. I mean, like,
No. Listen to me. This is not playtime. We are not playing with this. If the first signing that comes across is say the Dolphins, and I got to hear Chris Greer talk about how happy they are to re-sign Eli Apple, I'm gonna lose my damn mind.
You keep scaring me when you do that.
That's a show for today, everybody.
Guts only go so far.
He was a box score poo-poo platter last night. It'd be really weird if a goat breastfed from a cow. Bro, what the hell was that?
Okay.
Leroy, what the hell was that?
Even your subliminal is dumb.
Hope you mother have a good day.